Testicles, 1, 2, 1, 2. We are live. We are live. All right, live. Trump skyrockets Kamala in shocking new election polls. We're going to show you basically like the map 2024 map projections or the map results. All right. Salute. Double tap the screen on the way in the door. There's a whole bunch going on out here, right? You got Candace Owens smoking on that LeBron James pack. I mean, she's over there talking about Diddy and stuff. You know what I mean? We do cover that stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Now, according to Candace Owens, and you already know once she starts going hot, you know what I mean, it's going to be a good week. All right? If you're on that Trump train, type that number 1. Kenny, I see you, brother. Yeah, she said LeBron James is way too quiet about the Diddy situation. We're going to dig into that a little bit, man. But we also going to get into this whole 50 Cent shit because I read a title, which I don't know if y'all going to agree with the title after I'll tell y'all what it is. 1 second. It says 50 Cent exposes his TV empire blueprint. That's what it says here. Can't make this up. You know what I mean? Give me 1 second. I got to refresh this. I got to refresh this whole situation, man. I don't know what's going on my screen here, man. It's StreamYard, definitely. Give me 1 second, people. What the? Give me 1 second, y'all. I might have to refresh this. Give me 1 second. All right. I'm back. Now, wait till y'all see these polls. Y'all gonna be shocked at the results. Y'all gonna be like, okay, well, the polls are saying that some polls are saying that Trump is losing. You know what I'm saying? But then there's other people that's saying, you know, according to the map, he looks like he's doing pretty good, right? Let's check it out. I'm gonna go through it all. And he speaks today too, also, and he's gonna be speaking in Indiana, PA, Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying? Some people thinking it was Indiana, nah, it's Pennsylvania. All right, let's get to it.
Election polls. He's pulled even with Harris in Virginia, commanding the swing state. Donald Trump is soaring to new heights, according to the latest 2024 election polls. He's pulled even with Harris in Virginia, commanding the swing states, and even holds a lead nationally, as reported by the New York Times. Today, we'll dive into the updated electoral map based on these shifts. Before examining the polls, let's first mark off the solid states for both candidates, narrowing the map down.
Tell them with love, Sharonda, the realist, salute. Argentine Rita, Joanna, salute. You know what I'm saying? Kenny, you already know. Kennard.
Starting with Harris's secure states, she's expected to win California, Hawaii, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Maryland, Washington, D.C., and Maine's 1st District. On Trump's side, he'll solidly take...
Now, California, let's not forget, they get 54 electoral votes. Some people saying 55.
Utah, Wyoming, Idaho.
That's a big motherfucking spot. You got to understand, California is the biggest. When you take over California, you know, when you take over California, you know what I mean? And California is blue. Let's not make no mistake about it, right? Watch everything else that turns red.
Idaho, Montana, North and South Dakota, all but the 2nd District of Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, South Carolina, and Alaska. This gives the former president an early lead with 125 electoral votes. Now, turning to the latest Virginia poll, Donald Trump has tied Kamala Harris at 45% in a survey of 1,000 adults. This is a tough blow for the Harris campaign, especially in a state Joe Biden won by a margin of 10.1% just 4 years ago. Today, she's not even leading in Virginia, making it a key battleground. At this point, Virginia is just as competitive as Arizona, Nevada, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. With its 13 electoral votes, Virginia has become a critical piece in the election puzzle.
People that don't understand how this goes, right? Because they be like, well, we won in my state and shit like that. I hear what you're saying, my boy, but look at this, right? The shit is about. It's not about the actual votes. So let's say, for instance, let's say you have 5 million people in your city, and 3 million of them say they like Trump, right? That means that they win in that state. The state happens to be Arizona, you will get 11 points. You need 270 points to win. Okay? So it's not your actual votes. Your actual votes are representations of another vote. Do you get what I'm saying? 5 million of y'all, but you only got 11 votes in your shit. That's where gerrymandering comes into play. But I know some of you dumb motherfuckers don't even know what that means. Unfortunately, I learned that in prison.
Donald Trump has effectively added it to the battleground map.
Now, don't go to jail, you know what I'm saying, looking to find out what gerrymandering is. Connecticut, we have to do better. Kamala should not be able to win here.
In this survey of registered voters, Kamala Harris holds a slim 2% lead. However, with the margin of error in play, 2% is far from a comfortable advantage. Considering Biden's strong double-digit win here just 4 years ago, it's clear that Harris isn't performing at the level she needs to be. What's more telling is the comparison to 2021 when Glenn Youngkin, the Republican, narrowly won the governorship against Democrat Terry McAuliffe. McAuliffe was favored throughout the majority of that election cycle, with polls showing him solidly on track to win.
Somebody shot Akeem.
But Youngkin pulled ahead in the final stretch. This mirrors what we often see with Donald Trump. He consistently performs better in late polling, particularly in late October and early November, than he does earlier on. If the trends from previous cycles continue, Trump may well be in a position to flip Virginia.
Let's not get it twisted. Most of the polls are saying that Harris is winning. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not act like, just because you're on that Trump train, that they won't come and try to steal the shit from right under us. That's why it's important that you motherfuckers get out there and vote.
That happen, Kamala Harris's path to the presidency will likely be non-existent. There's also a fresh poll from the New York Times that places Trump ahead of Harris, based on a sample of 2,400 registered voters.
You start talking about them scholars, them so-called scholars. That's a title that can be bought.
This marks the 8th consecutive poll where Trump leads, even though the New York Times is known for its left-leaning tendencies. They were notably one of the most inaccurate pollsters in 2020, overestimating Biden's support.
We're waiting for Trump to hit the stage too, by the way, people.
If Trump manages to either win the popular vote or come close, he's in a very strong position to reclaim the presidency. He could even lose the popular vote by a margin of 1 to 3 points and still hit the crucial 270 electoral votes. On the other hand, Kamala Harris needs a national lead of at least 3 to 5 points to secure victory. As things stand, it's unlikely she'll meet that threshold. Turning to the electoral map, let's examine the likely states where candidates are expected to win by margins of 7 to 15 points. A solid state, remember, is one where the victory margin exceeds 15 points. Kamala Harris will still take Washington and Oregon, but not with the nearly 20-point advantage Biden enjoyed in 2020. The margins in these states could narrow to somewhere between 10 and 15 points. Illinois, with its 19 electoral votes, is another state where
Look at all that red. That shit'll fool you too. You got to think about it. Look at those votes. Like Wyoming only gets 3 electoral college votes. South Dakota, 3. North Dakota, 3. Montana, 4. Idaho, 4. Utah. But look at California. 54 electoral votes, y'all. New York, 28. You know what I'm saying? Ohio, come on. Let's not play.
Harris is expected.
I can tell you everything is red out here in Ohio. There's not a fucking lawn where you see a Harris, except for in the city with the gays. I ain't gonna lie. The gays is real heavy. You know what I'm saying? Kamala. Outside of that, when you go to people that own shit, everything red.
To win easily, though likely by a margin.
Here's this video for me, y'all. We about to take it there, man. If you're on that Trump train type 1, they started sending them notifications. I see that.
Under 15 points. In Colorado, new polling shows Harris holding onto a slim double-digit lead, but far below the nearly 14-point margin Biden had in 2020.
Well, somebody just says, John says, man, I hope these lefty polls are wrong like they were in 2016. Understand this, right? That for them to say that Trump was ahead, leading the race for 5 months, and then Kamala comes into place, and next thing you know, he's not leading no more. That make things that make you go, bitch, you couldn't even get past the primaries. So how the fuck did they like you better than they like Biden? We never gonna understand that.
New York and New Jersey are also in Harris's column, but these states have...
And y'all should be very proud that you got this bitch selected for y'all. Great work. How's she leading when they didn't even want her in the fucking primaries? The Democrats didn't want her.
Seen their share of Democratic scandals, making the results less certain than in previous cycles. In New York, we saw the resignation of Andrew Cuomo due to sexual harassment allegations. Now, we have Governor Kathy Hochul and Mayor Eric Adams, both of whom are facing widespread unpopularity.
Eric Adams, the homeboy mayor. That ain't go right.
Across the river in New
And now he's complaining about the migrants. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch?
New Jersey, Senator Bob Menendez has been repeatedly convicted of bribery. Delaware, which is in the likely category, doesn't lean as liberal as some of its neighboring states. As for Trump, his likely states are going to provide a solid boost. Let's start with Iowa and Ohio, two states that seemed more competitive in 2020 than they really were. In 2016, Trump turned both Iowa and Ohio red, winning them by almost double digits.
If that shit comes out and say that they turn blue, throw the whole fucking America away. Because trust me when I tell you, there ain't no fucking lawn out here that don't got a Trump flag in front of it. I promise y'all.
After years of...
And it's like that in Indiana and in Kentucky. I be in all three of those states at least once every 2 weeks.
Of Obama's control in those states. By 2020, Democrats were optimistic they could regain these states. Polls suggested Trump would only win by 1%, and at several points, Joe Biden actually led in polling there. But in the end, Trump took Iowa and Ohio by nearly the same margin.
We can't do 4 more years of benign neglect under her administration.
As 2016. Looking ahead to 2024.
Now, we also seen all of this red. I mean, come on, let's keep it real, people. I mean, for the old heads that take it back with me, y'all seen all of this change overnight. I'm talking about at night, it was looking like this. In the morning, we woke up, all we seen was fucking sky blue everywhere.
By 2020, Democrats were optimistic they could regain these states. Polls suggested Trump would only win by 1%, and at several points, Joe Biden actually led in polling there. But in the end, Trump took Iowa and Ohio by nearly...
I worked in Kentucky for 5-6 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm right next door to Kentucky. Trust me when I tell you, there are some, you know what I mean, in the cities. But I'm just saying the rural areas, the places where people own shit and stuff like that, nah, ain't no Democrats, brother.
Nearly the same margins as 2016. Looking ahead to 2024, it's clear Trump remains the solid favorite in both of these Midwestern states. Let's talk about Texas next. The Lone Star State was seen as competitive, largely due to some liberal-leaning polls that had the race within the margin of error.
Hold up. Let's look at that Texas thing again. Because Texas, oh boy, Texas, 40 of them things, oh.
Let's talk about Texas next. The Lone Star State was seen as competitive, largely due to some liberal-leaning polls that had the race within the margin of error. Some even predicted Trump would win by just 1%, similar to his expected results.
Hey, everyone.
I need everybody to get the likes up real quick. Double tap the screen, right? And if that don't work for you, you don't see a big-ass thumb pop up on your screen, then go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. I'm just now starting. I'm about to go so hot today. Because I'm gonna keep it real. Let me share something with the people that watch me a lot, right? I'm tired of being nice. You know, I feel like as a conservative or independent leaning, conservative leaning type of motherfucker, I feel that we are required to be nice. We are required to be patient with ignorant shit. We are required to shut the fuck up while somebody's yelling and spitting all in our face and rah, 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 with all this negative feelings. You know what I'm saying? We are required to do that, right? See, I ain't required to do shit. I'm one of them real Americans. I do what the fuck I want to do and catch me in the wind, motherfucker. All right? So today, only today, we're going to call this the $3.99 special. I don't give a fuck about nothing on the left. If you got a wrench, shoot everything on the left. Treat them like a Tupac song. We don't want to hear it no more. All eyes on me. Are you ready to fucking go? If you're on that Trump train, type 1 in the chat. Shit gets wicked around here. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's get back to the funk. All right?
He won Texas by nearly 6. Trump would win by just 1%, similar to his expected results in Iowa and Ohio. But in reality, he won Texas by nearly 6 points. There was never really any doubt, and there shouldn't have been, that Texas would stay red. Joe Biden had no real shot there, despite Democratic polls and rhetoric suggesting that Texas might turn blue. Sure, the state is gradually leaning more to the left, but for a Democrat...
Dude, come on, man. Come on. What the fuck, bro? You gave Tupac. See, you getting mad at me, but you're not getting mad at Tupac for slipping this thug ass in his fucking underwears, right? You mad at me. You mad at me. All eyes on me. But guess what? My mother is mad at me too. And you want to know why she's mad at me? Let me just tell you a secret, right? I posted this shit up on TikTok trying to be funny, right? And my mother, Tupac is one of her favorite rappers. Now, 2 weeks ago, he was my favorite rapper too, right? And I'm going to tell you why. Because when you got songs like, I hit him up, you start to think. You start to think a little bit. You be like, okay, I know niggas be trolling on the internet, but come on, hit him up. What did he mean by that? All eyes on me. What does that mean? All eyes on me. I don't want all eyes on me, okay? I used to love that record. You know what I'm saying? All eyes on me. Living life as a thug, nigga, until we getting hot. Living life as a thug, nigga. And trust me when I tell you, today, at some point, we will be talking about this Diddy shit because Candace Owens is going hard on him. She exposing all this shit. She said that Candace Owens said that Meek Mill, who's here right there in that cage, might be testifying against Diddy. But we're going to talk about that later because it's not Diddy's birthday. If you're on that Trump train, type 1, all right? Try to send my boy down. You know what he said? No. Meek too. Yeah, Meek, nigga. Meek. We're going to talk about this. We're going to get into it. Let's finish talking about the polls, though. And Trump will be spitting in about 20 minutes.
To win a...
He's live. He's live right now. This motherfucker Trump don't stop, man. He's in Pennsylvania. You want to know why? Because Pennsylvania hold 19 of them fucking votes. Look at that map, y'all. Come on. Screenshot. Let's go. Screenshot. Yeah, we need that. We need that Pennsylvania money. That's why this is like third time he was dead.
Presidential race in Texas, we're likely still decades away from that. It's a huge state, and converting the millions of voters needed for a Democratic victory here is going to take considerable time. By the time that happens, the Midwest will likely have solidified as a Republican stronghold.
You know what I'm saying? Thug life. I know I'm getting sidetracked, but I am a Gemini, and this is Tupac. And like I said, hey, can y'all spit your favorite Tupac, your thuggish Tupac line in the chat? Get in the chat. Go ahead. Go do what y'all do, man. You know what I'm saying? Get in the chat and tell me your best Tupac line. Now I know this is about Trump and it's not my birthday or Tupac's birthday, but we got to talk about this. All right. Now we let Lil Uzi Vert get away. You know what I'm saying? He over there chilling with Stevie J now. But we not going to let this man right here is allegedly Meek Mill. People will have to form a barrier between Trump. Oh, yeah, let's get back into Trump. My bad. Shows all over.
What we're witnessing is the Sun Belt inching leftward while the Midwest trends right. For now, Texas remains a solid red state. Over time...
Nah, Damien, this is what I do. I reach all fucking day, man. This is an entertainment channel. This is really not church or court. All right, I need y'all to double tap the screen, Damien. Let's get the lights up. You know what I'm saying? Smile by Scarface. Smile by Scarface. Now think about Tupac singing Smile by Scarface, right? His verse. Never mind. Let's just get back to the work.
Elections here will certainly become more competitive, but that's not a concern the GOP needs to worry about anytime soon. Florida, on the other hand, has now become almost a guaranteed 30 electoral votes for the Republicans.
Gage, that's a good point. I'm watching the comments. Very good point. You know, that's a very adult point. But right now, I'm not being adult. You want to know why? Because I'm thinking more like, first off, fuck your clique and the bitch you fuck your bitch and the clique you claim. You know what I mean? That type of shit. And then I see this. It's kind of confusing to me. That's why I don't let my son repeat. When I get in the car, I just turn the radio the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? And definitely no Lil Uzi in my car. All right.
Back in 2020, Florida wasn't such a sure thing. It was expected to be one of the most fiercely contested states, which made sense given that in 2012, Barack Obama only won it by a razor-thin margin. In 2016, Trump won Florida by a tilt margin, making it highly competitive. But by 2020, no one thought Joe Biden would perform worse there than Hillary Clinton did.
No Tupac is the worst comment up in here, man. This is just bad, man. Y'all just let me take y'all down this road.
Yet Trump managed to improve on his 2016 showing. As a result, Florida is now firmly in the conservative camp, especially compared to where it was 4 or 8 years ago. Then, in 2022, Ron DeSantis won re-election as governor by a staggering 20-point margin, solidifying Florida's red status.
I remember him, DeSantis?
Trump likely won't carry the state by more than 15 points, but a win by 7 to 10 points is...
Hey, Thunderdome, listen, understand, right? It's a part of the show. Believe it or not, you know what I'm saying? If you've seen it more than once, that means you came back.
Realistic. These 30 electoral votes, which were...
And I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying that it is what it is, you know what I mean? I could get more shocking pictures than that up on the screen. You want to see something? Check it out. Let me show you something, right? Look at this. Bow!
were far from guaranteed in the last election, are now almost a given for the GOP and for Donald Trump. Finally, we have Maine's 2nd District, which also looks like a likely red spot for Republicans. Now we're down to just...
Nigga said, I'm reaching. I'm reaching. Listen, imagine if Pop reach. He dropped his hat on the floor by mistake. Come on, man. I'm multitasking, man. Come on, let's go.
Just 12 states, representing a combined 128 electoral votes. These are the key battlegrounds.
For my niggas is crazy. Strictly for my niggas is crazy, bro. This is the last time I'm going to do this for y'all, okay? All right, let's get back to the serious work, y'all. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, please. Thank you.
That will ultimately determine the outcome of the election. Without winning here, no candidate has a solid path to 270 electoral votes. Trump is already just 51 votes shy of that goal, while Kamala Harris hasn't even hit 200 yet. Looking at the latest swing state poll from Emerson College, the numbers are surprisingly strong for Trump, especially considering that Emerson tends to lean left. They significantly overestimated Joe Biden's support in 2020, which makes these new results...
It wasn't a gay influence. The nigga Africa being bottled was fucking Hassan Campbell's legs. Let's keep it real. Y'all act like y'all didn't hear the story. Y'all don't make me change the trajectory of this video. Don't make me go there. It don't make him gay, but there was definitely a gay influence in hip-hop. Yes, sir, there was a gay influence in hip-hop. Listen, Africa Bambaataa used to thigh Hassan Campbell, bro. I know I ain't got to go to the video to see this sordid fucking love triangle. You know what I mean? Yes, you are right. But that's also a Democrat left agenda. Come on, man. Tampon Tim wants to push them. Listen, imagine your son go to school and his name is Damien, right? You put a fucking Pele Pel on his back. You put some Timberlands on his feet. You let him hear all the Tupac songs that you can, right? And Damien comes back from school with this shit on, talking about his name is Diana. That's left. Let's laugh. Your mama lame. You get mad at me. Don't start a YouTube channel. Don't get mad at me. You should be mad at fucking Meek Mill for crawling his ass, allegedly crawling his ass up in that cage like that. You ain't mad at, you know what's so weird about these fools out here? They say, they get mad at me for showing it, but it's on the internet. I didn't doctor this shit, nigga. This is the shit that they pushing anyway. If you want to take it there, we can take it there, bro. Y'all been here capping for hip-hop? You mad at me for showing it, but you not mad that the motherfuckers is pumping all this negative shit down your kids' ears, huh? You ain't mad at that, right? They come to a random channel and get mad at me. But guess what? When the charges come, just like this. Bow. Dismiss. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at this nigga handlers. Because I'm telling you, man, if he would have dropped his beeper and bent over to pick that shit up, what do you call that? All eyes on me. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can do whatever y'all want, but you're not going to pump that music towards my kids. You know what they did in the first 10 minutes when they put those tampon machines in them little niggas bathroom? You know what them kids did? without seeing my video, they went and vandalized them shit. They were like, man, get these fucking tampon machines out of the boys' bathroom. What are y'all doing? You're trying to turn us to mooks? Straight up. So they didn't have to look at YouTube to get the courage to bust a move. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm digressing. Let me get back to that. Trump speaks in 15 minutes, y'all.
It's even more favorable for Trump. He's leading in 3 of the 7 swing.
Double tap the screen. Get your vote on for me. We got 78 votes. Is Kamala fit to run America? Point. Eyes. Siren. Some other shit. No. 76% of the people don't believe. And listen, I'm not coercing these people. You know what I'm saying? I know about 10 people that's on this channel. If they got blue wrench, then I know them.
States, and in 3 more, it's a dead heat. Honestly, when the polls show a tie, Trump is likely to tilt the outcome in his favor, as he often performs better than polling suggests. The only swing state where...
That's the last time, y'all. I'm sorry, I swear. That's the last time. But we'll talk about that later.
Harris is ahead is Michigan, and even there, it's by just 1%. This is a troubling situation for the vice president. She's performing disastrously in critical states that she absolutely must win. She has to win Wisconsin. She has to win Pennsylvania. If she can't even pull ahead in the polls in those states...
Ding, ding, ding. That's why he got his attention on Pennsylvania.
To win Wisconsin. She has to win Pennsylvania. If she can't even pull ahead in the polls in those states, her chances are looking very slim. Joe Biden led by 8% in Wisconsin in 2020, and he won by just 0.6%. In Pennsylvania, he led by 6% and only won by 1%.
See what I'm saying, Lansky? When I show Tupac, 200 and some motherfuckers come. You want to know why? They want to know why Tupac had this hot pink leopard print bikini on. You see that shit? See that shit? They don't want to talk about politics. They want to talk about the results. You know what I'm saying? The end results of that left shit is this. You know what I'm saying? Or a cage match. No Hulk Hogan. I want everybody to say no Meek Mill. Say no Usher. Say no Tupac. None of them. I don't want none of them playing in my... Yo, listen, man. I'm playing classical music in my car, bro. I'm blasting classical music in my whip. Can't do it no more, man. Hold up, wait a minute. Diddy, I thought it was finished. Hassan Campbell, like, that cage is way too big. Anyway. Told you, Lansky. They love that.
Harris isn't even close to where Biden was, and she's well behind Clinton's position in 2016. Now let's take a look at the lean states, those that will be decided by a margin of 2 to 7%. These states will be hotly contested, and both campaigns will be pouring in resources here. Starting with the lean Harris states.
I mean, Kamala don't got hardly no money left. She done spent it all on strippers.
We've got New Mexico. Harris faces...
I got so frustrated with ads on YouTube.
Man, I wish Willie Brown was alive. I'm telling you, man. I wish Willie Brown was alive.
Faces a real challenge here.
I don't know Willie Brown. That was the dude that was smashing out. All y'all people on the left, let me just let you know. Candace Owens is the one that told me that. She said, yeah, Willie Brown used to bend her over up in the fucking in the White House and to smash out when she was just a secretary.
As Hispanic voters continue shifting
allegedly
toward the right. Long-term Democrats will have a tougher time holding on to this state, though in 2024, it's less likely to be a major problem given Biden's strong showing in 2020. Democrats still hold a solid advantage for now. New Hampshire and Maine are also in the lean Harris category. These northeastern states...
Get the likes past 100 real quick, y'all. I see 60 likes. Let's go up. Double tap the screen. Get the likes up. Double tap the screen. Let's go. Trump is about to be live in a couple minutes. We're going to take it there. But I need y'all to get the likes past 100 so they can send the video out. All right? Double tap the screen or go to the top right, hit them 3 dots. That's where it's at.
It could get very close, as they did in 2016. Clinton won New Hampshire by just 0.37% and Maine by 2.9%. Biden fared much better in 2020, winning both by almost double-digit margins. But in 2024, Harris will probably only manage a margin of 3 to 5 percentage points. That brings her total just over 200 electoral votes. As for Trump, he's got a longer list of lean states, starting with North Carolina. This is the only swing state...
Truth lady, something later. She said, not Candace Owens, man. And let me just say, while we speaking about Candace Owens, man, who the fuck needs 10,000 bottles of baby oil? You know what I'm saying? 10,000 bottles of baby oil, man. You would think that Diddy was at a fucking Tupac video shoot. I said that was last time, right? My bad.
state that went red in both 2016 and 2020. Trump didn't win Nevada either time, but he carried North Carolina along with Georgia, Arizona, and the Rust Belt states in 2016. He lost all but North Carolina in 2020, but there's little doubt that the Tar Heel state will go red once again, backing Trump for a third consecutive time. Let's take a look at Georgia first, which brings 16 electoral votes to the table. This was the tightest race in the 2020 election, where Joe Biden edged out a win by just 0.24%. Yes, the Democrats had a strong showing last time, but that was under highly unusual circumstances, which tilted things in their favor. We had a year-long pandemic and a recession brought on by that very pandemic. Those factors,
That part, they forget about that shit.
were the only reasons Biden managed to flip states like Georgia, Arizona, and possibly even Wisconsin. Without COVID-19, Trump would likely have secured a second term. That's why we're putting Georgia solidly in the red column. Trump is set to take it comfortably. It remains, at its core, a Republican-leaning state. The 2020 outcome was more of an anomaly. Remember, Trump won it by over 5 points in 2016. Next, we move to Arizona, another state that saw an incredibly close race last time around. Kamala Harris just isn't performing well enough here to take the lead. This is a state Trump won by almost 4% back in 2016. And according to Polymarket's latest figures, Trump now has a 62% chance of winning Arizona, making his odds here stronger than in both North Carolina and Georgia. Now let's talk about Nevada. Trump is in a much better position here compared to 4 years ago. Polls during the last election suggested he would lose Nevada by 5 or 6 points. However, Biden ended up barely improving on Hillary Clinton's performance. Despite gaining ground in almost every other state, Nevada is clearly trending rightward. We saw in 2022 how Republican Joe Lombardo won the governor's seat, ousting the Democratic incumbent. This gives Trump a solid shot at taking a state no Republican has won in 2 decades. That's why I'm placing Nevada as lean red.
He'll take it. He'll take it. He'll take it. Now, look, let me just show y'all some shit, right? Now, I know all of y'all seen this, and most of the people on the left will try to ignore this simple truth that Kamala got a little habit going on. You know what I mean? Now, I just looked. Trump is not on stage yet, but check this out. Don't act like y'all didn't see this.
We really would love to know what your plan is to help lower the cost of living.
Yeah,
Cokehead vibes. Straight coke.
first of all, thank you both for being here. And yours is a story I hear around the country as I travel. And in terms of...
I ain't gonna lie, I tried to listen to one of her rap. It was so easy because it was only like 15, 20 minutes.
Both rightly having the right to have aspirations and dreams.
If y'all let this old cokehead finesse herself into a presidency, man, I'm done with America. I'm gonna move into Africa. I'm going to eat dogs.
And ambitions for your family and working hard and finding that the American
Scheduled to speak at 7, but he ain't hit the stage yet.
dream is, for this generation and so many recently, far more elusive than it's been. And we need to deal with that. And there are a number of ways. One is bringing down the cost of everyday necessities, including groceries. So that's why I'm taking on, for example, price gouging, which is when, you know, most companies and corporations are good, but for those bad ones, they take advantage of people, especially during a pandemic or extreme weather, and they end up jacking up prices, and there needs to be accountability and consequence for that. So I'm going to be taking on price gouging. But it's also about dealing with what we need to do around home ownership, right? So as someone mentioned during this film, look, I grew up a child of a mother who worked very hard. She raised me and my sister, and she saved up. And by the time I was a teenager, she was able to buy a home.
See what I'm saying, Lansky? 273 people here. Everybody hit the like button. Double tap the screen. Get the likes up, man, while this woman embarrasses herself.
And we grew up actually for a long time in an apartment on top of a childcare center that was owned by the woman we called our second mother, because she helped my mother
hot sauce, grab the wheel,
raise us. And she was a small business owner, Miss Shelton. So I'll bring all this together to tell you the way I think about it is, one, when people work hard and have a dream of buying a home, we should give you the opportunity to be able to do that, which is why part of my plan is for first-time homeowners, buyers, to have a $25,000 down payment assistance to buy your first home. Because people just need to be able to get their...
Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. You know what I'm saying? You now at the Mac. I'm just waiting till y'all get that shit past 100. Then I'm gonna stop telling y'all to hit the like button. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? But people are mad at me about this, truth lady. And you know, I don't know why, but they are.
Foot in the door, and then you'll do the hard work. Part of my plan is what we need to do to support small businesses, because my second mother was a small business owner, and I love our small businesses and our small business owners. They are not only business leaders, they are community leaders. They mentor, they hire
Wayne Black
locally, and we have so many entrepreneurs in our country who have great ideas, incredible work ethic, but not necessarily access to capital, because not everybody, like my opponent, was handed $400 million on a silver plate that he filed bankruptcy 6 times on. And so part of my plan.
This picture is a crucial part of my show, Ming. Don't act like you don't know what we're going to talk about later. We got to talk about it.
Is to give startup small businesses a $50,000 tax deduction to start up their small business. Right now it's $5,000. Nobody can start a small business with $5,000.
He called me a demon. He said I'm a demon. Why I keep showing that picture of Pac, but I'm the demon. See, this is what I like to do. I like to draw your attention. You mad at me? Why you mad at me? This is crazy, man.
So that's part of my plan.
That's a teeny tiny business.
That's a business in
teeny tiny business.
It's a concept.
Yeah, Oprah. It's a teeny tiny business. It's not $1 billion business, but you got to start somewhere. Just like you started here in Baltimore with the fro, okay? On People Are Talking. So how condescending?
Yeah. Yeah, it's in her dribble. I mean, it takes her forever to get to answering the question.
You want to know why? I'm going to show you why. All right. Salute to everybody that's here. Selassie, I see you about to put your wrench on there. I had to take them the other day. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back, brother. You know what I mean? I shared the video specifically with you. I want you to pull up today. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Check this out. Well, I'll rinse my boy up real quick.
Elon Musk is encouraging a hilarious parody ad mocking Kamala Harris to go viral on X after California Governor Gavin Newsom signed a law to eliminate deepfake and other AI-generated content in the lead-up to the election. The law was sparked by a series of parody videos created by AI and using deepfakes to mock Kamala Harris on social media.
I, Kamala Harris, am your Democrat candidate for president because Joe Biden finally exposed his senility at the debate. Thanks, Joe. I was selected because I am the ultimate diversity hire. I'm both a woman and a person of color. So if you criticize anything I say, you're both sexist and racist. I may not know the first thing about running the country, but remember, that's a good thing if you're a deep state puppet. I had 4 years under the tutelage of the ultimate deep state puppet, a wonderful mentor, Joe Biden. Joe taught me rule number 1, carefully hide your total incompetence. I take insignificant things and I discuss them as if they're significant. And I believe that exploring the significance of the insignificant is in itself significant.
Talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time, and there is such great significance to the passage of time.
Another trick is trying to sound black. I pretend to celebrate Kwanzaa, and in my speeches, I always do my best Barack Obama impression. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type. And okay, look, maybe my work addressing the root causes of the border crisis were catastrophic, but my knowledge of international politics is truly shocking. The United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea. It is an alliance that is strong and enduring. And just remember, when voting this November, it is important to see what can be unburdened by what has been. And by what has been, I mean Joe Biden. Do you think the country went to over the past 4 years?
The law signed by Newsom makes it illegal to create and distribute AI-manipulated political content 120 days before and 60 days after Election Day. It also allows courts to stop distribution of the materials and impose civil penalties. The legislation aims to preserve election integrity and prevent AI from spreading disinformation. Newsom said, "I just signed a bill to make this illegal in the state of California. You can no longer knowingly distribute an ad or other election communications that contain materially deceptive content, including deepfakes." But Elon Musk, owner of X and freedom of speech proponent, has lashed out at the governor, banning the ad, saying, "The governor of California just made this parody video illegal in violation of the Constitution of the United States. Would be a shame if it went viral." In a hilarious twist of fate, shortly after Gavin Newsom signed the bill, the Kamala Harris parody ad went viral, with Elon Musk tweeting, "Like that time Streisand sued someone for revealing her super obvious address in Malibu. That really kept a lid on it." The new law attracted a tsunami of criticism on social media. This commentator said, "The governor of California signed a bill that could make posting memes and parody illegal. This goes against the Constitution and the First Amendment." What's happening in California will happen all across America if Kamala wins. Free speech is at risk. Elon Musk reposted this and simply replied, "Yes." And Elon Musk didn't stop at Newsom. He put Tim Walz on blast too after the VP pick condoned the limiting of free speech.
I think we need to push back on this. There's no guarantee to free speech on misinformation or hate speech, and especially around our democracy.
Elon Musk said he wants to take away your right to free speech in America. But it seems like this law isn't working out the way Newsom had hoped, with he himself becoming the subject of mockery after the Babylon Bee got creative on a hilarious new Gavin Newsom parody ad campaign.
Hi, I'm Gavin Newsom, the governor of California. This is a message for the people of America, given in my authentically recorded, non-AI voice. Thanks to my leadership over the last several years, California has become a world leader in extremist left-wing governance. My policies were so effective that almost 1 million people are now fleeing the state every year. We even ran out of U-Hauls. During the COVID pandemic, I locked everyone in their homes and shut down businesses for months. Not the French Laundry, though. That's my favorite restaurant. Last year, I cleaned up the dangerous, messy streets of San Francisco, because Chinese Communist President Xi was coming, and I really wanted to impress him. He's my boss, after all. This year, I signed legislation that allows me to take custody of your kid if you refuse to give him artificial hormones and chop off his genitals. Because if you don't do that, you're a bigot, and bigots shouldn't be allowed to have kids. I've also led the way in green energy by banning all cars that don't run on electricity. Then I banned almost all the electricity. This is smart leadership. On my watch, the cost of living and homelessness have skyrocketed. Schools are failing. Drug dealers and human traffickers are pouring across the border. And poop has covered the sidewalks of San Francisco. This is the positive, joyful vision we offer as Democrats. That's why I'm enthusiastically endorsing Kamala Harris for president in 2024. She'll do to the country everything I did in California. Anyway, I'm California Governor Gavin Newsom, and I approve this 100% real message, which is a recording of my voice without the assistance of any AI whatsoever. This isn't a deep fake, and you can rest assured that it isn't, because I just signed an unconstitutional law outlawing deep fakes. No one would dare violate it. Thank you, and science bless America.
You've been accused of plagiarizing your master's thesis. You tell the truth, you can have this bucket of Bud Lights.
I'll go first.
No.
Professor Wilkins has been taking karate classes ever since that saxophone girl put him in a headlock.
My bad. I was trying to get my coffee together. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if Trump jumped up on here yet. Let's see if he's live. 1 second. Double tap the screen, get the likes up. Share this video. Thank you very much. I think he's about to hit the stage right now. All right, he about to jump up, but I got one more clip. One more damaging clip. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Sky News, Australia, man. Seem like these Australians know more about America than we know about Australia. I'll tell you that much. Only thing I know about Australia is kangaroos and Crocodile Dundee.
With these local places, these swing states, and they break down into 3 areas. You've got the southeast here, you think agricultural, sort of the swampy south. Then you've got the northeast, the Rust Belt, former industrial towns, and another place entirely the southwest, these 2 states, where you think like, well, immigration might be a concern there. This is sort of desert, it's the bright lights of Las Vegas. These are very, very different locations. So if you're the candidates here, you might be thinking, I've got all these different sets of voters. How am I going to appeal to them? They've got different concerns. Well, actually, there is polling on this in these swing states, and we can tell you, actually, they sort of care about the same things. These are the voters in the swing states rating the policy areas they care about the most, and economy is number 1. Perhaps not surprising after a period of high inflation. But then you've got immigration, democracy, that is sort of threats to democracy, the dangers of polarization, and crime down there. So they more or less agree on what is most important. There might be different flavors to that. The economy looks different in these places, but these are the top concerns. And which candidates do they trust to do best on these? Well, if the bar is in red, they trust Donald Trump. If it's in blue, they trust Kamala Harris. And you can see Donald Trump has that lead on the economy. It's not as big as some might think, and Kamala Harris seems to be catching a little bit on there, but there's big lead for Donald Trump on immigration. Threats to democracy, actually, both candidates...
Hold off a second. 1 second. 1 blood clot second. That's not what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you this from Fox News. Now, they say Fox News is biased. I say they're against my boy. You know what I mean? They used to be. There was a time where you used to go to Fox and everything was pro-Trump. But now you see different views. So, check it out.
In 2 of the crucial battleground states, he now leads Vice President Harris by 5 in Arizona. Remember, Arizona was just down to...
Matter of fact, excuse me. You see? Did he jump up yet? 1 second, people. Yeah, he's taking the stage. 1 second.
You have to get out and vote. Every single person listening to this right now, you absolutely must go vote. Vote early if you can. Get everyone you know to vote too. Oh, yeah.
So true, Megan. Maga Megan, that's what they...
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, till you get on the stage, they ask me, why do I keep on flashing this picture, right? We do love Trump. They love Trump in Ireland. They love Trump in Germany, Australia. Do they love Tupac too? Because I love Tupac. Well, I used to love him 2 weeks ago, like I said. But right now, I changed that word to, I know his songs. They ask me if do I like Tupac? I say, well, I know his songs. You know what I'm saying? And Tupac do got some good songs. You know what I mean? Yeah. What's going on over here? Okay.
To pump up the crowd. But another big moment on this board over...
What city you in? Around the world. Type your city up. I'm going to highlight it.
A broken border and a broken world. She really has been someone who has almost destroyed the country along with her comrade, current President Joe Biden. This guy is now...
I'm going to take a hit if I keep on playing that music. So let me just put Tupac. We can't play none of his music neither because the one thing about this channel is called Mac Mean True Story. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. Kenny in New York City. That's where I'm from. You know what I'm talking about? F-Rack is from London. Salute. How do you want it? How do you feel? Coming up. And y'all could just throw random Tupac lyrics too, because I'll sing them. Johnny from Detroit. Tehran from the Shy. Keith from Louisville. When I hear her talk, my head hurts at that nonsense that comes out of her mouth. Yeah, it's really tweaking. You got to make fun of it. You got to bring some entertainment to it. Poconos, Pennsylvania. East Hampton, New York. Ellen. Bro, we owe the banks trillions, so no president can truly do anything. If motherfucker owes you trillions, you owe that motherfucker. I agree with the motherfucker part. You know what I'm saying? But the motherfuckers I was thinking about was them Chinese. NA, not available, not applicable. Denver, James Vance in West fucking Virginia. I caught a case down there in West Virginia one day. I was riding through listening to some Tupac and Meek Mill, and apparently I was just driving too fast. Knowledge Seeker, Jackson, Mississippi. Nowhere, Kansas. Belize, Central America. Man, they all over Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn, Rebecca, salute. Bushwick, specifically. Play some Biggie then, since you from New York. Oh, you want me to play some Biggie? How about I just put the lyrics on the screen and tell you how Biggie was trying to fuck dudes in the butt and all that. You know what I'm saying? Know how Son Campbell. But yeah. Just look at the lyrics to The Weak of the Strong. You got it going on. You dead wrong. Yo, Big, you dead wrong. No Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls was a fat mook too. All of them was at them Diddy parties. Biggie probably was at the first Diddy party. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Don't act like you don't.
For real.
Yeah, we partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying? Did you miss me?
Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay.
Double tap the screen. Y'all know where you're at.
We know he's arrived in Pennsylvania. He had a round table earlier today, but now we're looking for him.
All right, come on, man. Come on, Trump. I hope we get a mad Trump, man. I hope we get Trump that's really out there, like that. And he's upset about something. You know what I'm saying? We love that version of Trump, man. You know? Get the strap. Yeah, go get the strap. All right, what's going on?
Enjoy this day so much. Our guest host.
Y'all can't tell me Trump don't be on CPT. He don't never start a rally at the right time. A lot of cities up in this chat. Subscribe to the channel. Double tap the screen. You know what I'm saying? We got more exposure. More fun shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk about 50 Cent a little bit later. 50 don't give no fucks about Diddy. Just for the record. That I slow.
So it's great to see that there's a teacher that's not indoctrinating his students, and that will be the highlight of my day for. I mean, I know Trump's going to come on and say some great things, but I think that was the highlight of my day so far.
That's so great and such a pleasure having you here. And yeah, I just think about, wow, you know, Scott Presler out there just like.
Double tap the screen and get the lights up. That's good.
I just think about, wow, you know, Scott Presler out there just like really making the rounds. He's doing amazing work for election integrity and registering voters. We saw Turning Point Action.
Okay.
And I just can't get over the fact that we're in Jimmy Stewart's hometown. I mean, it is a wonderful life. I get to be with these smart, awesome, lovely ladies to cover the real news. I mean, it's an amazing time to be alive and really help advance that agenda that will truly make America great again, regardless of political background, regardless of what you believe faith-wise, regardless of the color of your skin. And we had such a variety today of different interviews with Gen Z and some millennials out there. I was just really excited by all the young people being out there and being able to cover what they are excited about for the future.
Definitely. Definitely, and I think we also saw a Kennedy supporter, right, saying, you know, he's ready to support, and I think that's what we need more of, right? This really.
3-1 has entered the building.
Democrats, we have.
We get 300 people back up in here.
Hi, We have all of these
I'm about to turn it back up. I'm just trying to pay attention to what they're saying.
and saying enough is enough, enough of the nonsense. Let's bring back
A lot more fuck shit I got to show y'all today.
I love it so much. And we got people dancing in the audience. I mean, what's amazing about this group of people, we saw it in Butler, Pennsylvania. They're not backing down. They don't get scared. They don't trample one another. They're the most thoughtful and conscientious people I could probably have ever met. I mean,
so crazy. They get mad at the Tupac picture, but I'll be more mad at the Meek Mill joint, because Meek Mill is crazy, bro. You know what it is? It's the cleanliness in that room that concerns me, because it makes me think that was set up just for him to get up in there. This ain't something random. This ain't like a cage that was bought for a dog, and then like, you know what? This pink Coke is getting me so litty that we're gonna need a cage. You know what I'm saying? And throw the dog out the cage, and then you take the cage. Nah, when they went to the store to get this bitch right here, right? This shit was specific. They wanted this size just for him, and knew he was gonna get up in that cage ass first. John, I hope that's not Meek. Allegedly, that's what they got. Because when you go type up Meek Mill and cage, this is what pops up. You know what I mean? Like, so I hope not. I hope this is not Meek Mill. But if you look at that do-rag, if you really, really, really sink your eyes on that do-rag, you know what I'm saying? And you go look at, cross-reference that with some videos. But the tattoos, I don't know if those are the same tattoos, but them fingers holding on to that cage is concerning, bro. This got to be a hate crime, or animal. This has got to be, what they call that when you beat up dogs? Oh, I got it. Animal cruelty. This is just wrong. And I'm not calling him an animal. I'm saying that the animal that got kicked out their cage in place of this rapper. Another fucking rapper. Hold on, wait a minute. Diddy, I thought it was Vanity. Mind you, we just waiting for Trump to start speaking. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what they talking about.
Here as well. Two wonderful sports for this area of the country. If you're just joining us, I'm Bobby McNeely. I'm with
that really Meek. See, this the thing about this channel here is that we don't even care if it's Meek or not. You know what I'm saying? Look at Cooper spam in the chat. Sees the link up there. So scared to death to come up here and approach his worst fear, which is a Trump supporter. See, Cuba is going to ignore that link that's sitting up there. And you know what Cuba's going to say? Cuba is going to say that he has to feed his birds. This is what Cuba's going to tell us. But instead of Cuba coming up here and having a conversation with his brother, with your brother, you rather stay on the left side with Tupac. Yeah, Cuba Del Bronx favorite rapper is Tupac. You know what I mean? Was mine too. A week and a half ago. 2 weeks. Ask Truth Lady. You don't believe me? The debauchery. You know what I'm saying? He was bouncing like a bunny. How do you want it? How do you feel? Coming up as a nigga in the cash game, living in the fast lane. Cuba's favorite artist. How do you want it? Ooh, how do you? Until you can speak good English, you shouldn't speak on American politics. Who sent you? Karen Cuba. He called you Karen Cuba. Be yelling. I'll be up there in 5 minutes. I'm parking my vehicle. Eating all this free American money. Cuba. With a name like Cuba, where could he be from? Except for Cuba. He ain't calling himself American. His name is Cuba. Cuba from the Bronx. Impossible. How could Cuba be from the Bronx? But anyway. Enough about Cuba. Cuba's still trying to get my boy locked up. Even though charges were dismissed. You know what I'm saying? And we have deemed Donald Trump white chocolate. A.K.A. Teflon Don. But look. That's just us over here. Cubita. Cuba from the Bronx. Cuba Gooding Jr. Who's Cuba? Cuba is Cuba Gooding. But we're gonna lay off of Cuba. We're gonna give Cuba 5 minutes to hit the link. All right? Get your hand off the pork sandwich, park the car, and get up here so we can have us a talk. Cuba's the only one in the Bronx that can afford gas and groceries.
He's brought it up at the Philadelphia rally. He does bring it up. It is an important issue he will tackle in office. But to these people, it's hard to see past some of the other issues. And again, it's just so sad.
The Democrats ain't known to help people because all the money Cuba got sitting up in that house from them records that he was making. You know what I'm saying? All of them, all that money. He not helping nobody. He ain't helping nobody. You think Cuba's gonna... Let me tell you something. You came to Cuba's door starving with his favorite Tupac record, right? And you wanted an egg sandwich. Cuba is not giving you an egg sandwich. You want to know why? Because he's Democrat. He wants you to give him the egg sandwich. Or the Benny sandwich.
Zeldin abandoning his Jewishness because he's supporting a ticket that is arguably the most anti-Semitic ticket.
You got to ask Meek Mill publicist why he's in the cage, or allegedly why he's in the cage. Because to me, that's not Meek Mill. I still got some of his music on my playlist. You know what I'm saying? That's not Meek Mill. That is not Meek Mill. It better not be him. That's a clean ass floor.
District, it's infected and affected Dearborn, Michigan, with far left.
Wait till y'all see my next clip. Double tap the screen, man. These people act like they can't see the obvious truth in their face. You know what? Let me change the background, man. Let me just change the background, man, because, you know, as long as I see this fire moving in front of me, man, I might just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Let me put something a little bit more violent.
Again, they have to buy into that far left extreme base, and it's madness seeing
Trying to get my Democrat back.
policies that they're pushing and how awful they've been to one of our greatest allies, or only ally.
When I think about 50, I'm about to pull something up with 50, man. I think 50 is the only one that can sniff coke on camera, right? Beat bitches up and everything and still go free. You want to know why? Because 50 hasn't hid himself from the beginning. He didn't act like he was clean and he was dirty. He was dirty and acting like he was dirty. He even acts like he was dirty when he acting. You know what I'm saying? When y'all seen 50 in the role where he didn't kill somebody, but try to kill himself? 50 Cent's is genius. He the only one that's going to be left after all these niggas drop. Because trust me when I tell you, if you think they ain't coming for Hove after this, something is wrong with you. Bruh, they came for Michael Jackson. Trump is hitting the stage. They came for Michael Jackson. They came for Suge Knight. They came for James. Everybody got some. Everybody got to get some. You know what I'm saying? Bill Cosby, R. Kelly. Everybody got to get some. You can't get on unless you got dirt on you. Don't you understand that? Listen, if you ain't got no dirt on you, if y'all think that Tupac wasn't getting slid out by fucking Quincy Jones, and you think that Tupac was just smashing Kidada Jones, oh no, that's not what was happening, Playboy. You gotta have that dirt on you. That's the only way you could get in, man. That's why you think that you could see the dude in your hood that's the dopest rapper you ever heard in your life, but he can't get on. He can't get on. Why can't he get on? Why? And he's obviously better than everybody. He's the best rapper that you heard in your neighborhood. From the Bronx, he's the best. We done seen 1,000 of the best. Never get selected, though. And put themselves in all in the right positions except for this position right here. See, this is the position right here that gets you in Hollywood, y'all. This is the only position that gets you in Hollywood. All right? Either that position or this position. You know what I'm saying? They don't hear me though, Lansky. You heard? I don't even know Lansky's still here. Yeah. Diddy just the first thing on and this punk motherfucker right here, we're going to get back to this dude next week. We're going to get back to this rapo next week. Yeah, he like taking it. And ain't no allegedly on it because we got the audio and the video of him admitting it. Actually give you the details on how he laced his girl's drink, put some shit in her E&J. You know what I'm saying? Despicable motherfucker. Then try to silence the girl when she went to Tasha K and spilled her fucking guts. You know what I'm saying? Why? Okay, look. Think about this, right? This channel's for wannabe bases. Eat a dick, pussy. You know what I'm saying? This is the channel, you know what I'm saying? This is the old Tupac fans around here. Okay, shut up. All right. Settle down, papi. All right. P did it. We got Charlemagne the God's statement, court documents, and arrest records. Oh boy, hit the link. Because all I had was his statements. You know what I'm saying? Like Danny Luck's in the building. Let me rinse Shorty up real quick. All right. You know, Karen Kuba he just going at Kuba. Karen Kuba yelling at undercover cops, yet say Kamala prosecuting people with low offenses is her job. 1 minute you're against the system, government, yet you're supporting them. What do you say about that, Kubita? Where's Kuba? You know what I'm saying? Probably getting his favorite Tupac CD right now. You know what I mean? So he could play that in the back while he argue with me about politics. Kuba, they coming at you, man. Okay, I got you. Danny Luck said Trump, period. Like that. She stamped that. You know what I'm saying? Double tap the screen. Everybody else, get the lights up real quick. We waiting for my man White Chocolate to pop out. You know what I'm saying? AKA Trump. Yeah, they ain't have nothing against Trump until what's going on here? They ain't have shit against Trump until he started running for president. Let's not ignore that.
Out there knocking doors. I personally partnered with them in Georgia to get out there and make a difference. One precinct.
Only 25 thinks that she's fit. I know you ain't playing Michael Jackson.
What a great reminder that Halloween is right around the corner. But we are so excited to have what's going to be an optimistic time, but a frightening time. Can you imagine?
My man playing Thriller. My man out here playing Thriller while this broad got motherfuckers twerking on her stage and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. A popularity contest. You telling me something? No, man. Man, Pac was alive. They had Pac up there twerking. I'm telling you. That shit will work for the country. They'll get the shit. Yeah, Thriller. They got Thriller up there, man. Fucking Thriller. Thriller night. The fire in your eye.
Rally are jumping, they're dancing, they're having fun. There's some guys over there up in the stands dancing.
Shit, I'd rather listen to Thriller than All Eyes on Me. Living like look at the. All right, let me stop, man. About 100 times I flashed that, but it's cool. I'm gonna have more shocking shit than that, so I don't give a fuck. CJ the cat. Save the cats and the ducks, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Damn, is that a real picture of Pac? I have no clue. They get my vote if he was up there. LOL. Derek. Look, Derek, you nasty motherfucker. Derek, I was talking about Tupac, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, you gay.
Yeah. All right, quick break.
I ain't never seen a big boy grill on the roof. Never seen a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never seen a big boy grill on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy ain't grilling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't driving on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. How you do it like that?
Y'all encourage this behavior. You want to know why? Because y'all still here, and then more people come. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could have ended me a long time ago. Just stop coming here. You know what I mean? Because y'all are fucking enabling me to do these things that I'm doing here on the stage today.
Towel becoming the Trump towel is so much fun. If you like what you're seeing, welcome to RSBN, your 2024 election headquarters. We're committed.
All right. Let me give you a little bit of this Tupac Wild Boy. While we wait for Son to pull up. And this is going to be later on, after, you know, and later on in the show, we're going to be talking about this 50 Cent shit. You know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to get a little bit of this while I wait.
That last tour I did, 103 shows. Yep. It's the third highest grossing hip hop tour.
Ever. Keyword ever.
And I decided to go because they was on strike. So I'm like, yo, no new album, no nothing. I'm ready.
But that's why you did the tour, because there was a writer's strike.
Yeah, because of the writer's strike and the television. I'm like, I'm going on tour. And they're going, I'm like, you too, we're still on tour. Tell me I need a new record. These motherfuckers ain't put a record out in 100 years. And then it worked out. Like, and my audience, I like to say this, my core audience was in college during 2003. Right?
Yes. They here right now.
Yeah. And I love you. If you just make noise, I love you, because without you, I wouldn't be successful. See, that core, that noise that you heard from 03, their social experience is so important to them at that point that they party every moment away from their schoolwork. Important to them at that point that they party every available moment away from their schoolwork. So when you got the right song, you go, oh shit, like people don't agree on a lot. How many people are Republican in here?
Be careful.
Let me get that motherfucker, man.
Now they're gonna jump him after this.
Hey, look,
he's trying to set him up. He's trying to line him up, man. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. We still
No. I want y'all to pardon him. The brother made some money. He think he a Republican now. He said, wait a minute.
He looked around. Oh, shit.
He said, what the fuck? 50 set me up. We in InvestFest. I think that, look, at points, the things that go on, like they are conscious of finance now, Republicans.
This is true.
So he done made some money. He said, fuck that.
One of the things we talk about, especially in this crowd, is access to capital, especially for Black entrepreneurs, Black business founders. In your space, money that comes from advertising. I wonder, do we face challenges the same way that entrepreneurs are facing when it comes to getting dollars from corporate?
Well, initially, when I get into a new venture, I finance it. Like I usually use my money to start. And then as we get into new positions, I may take investment dollars. But like if you look at Branson Cognac and Le Chemin Noir Champagne, I own the entire company. Like those, that's completely Black owned.
Well, I want to talk about that, right? Sire Spirits.
Yeah.
So, all right, Sire Spirits, completely Black owned, like you said, liquor company. Talk about that, because I know you had challenges before.
Uber 5 minutes was 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, you have the experience with major corporations like me. My particular experience with Beam Centauri, it was great in the beginning. It's great for us to work for them. It's not so cool when you start to own things.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? So I made a lot of money with them too. Like
copy B1, I'm going to check it out.
There's a point, they did a deal that mirrored what Puffy's deal with Diageo was for Ciroc. So he didn't have ownership of that at any point, but he was getting a lot of money, like almost like $60 million a year.
Right. I mean, I'm gonna give you a spoiler alert, right? 50 speaking as if it was the alcohol deal that's getting them on fire right now.
So
when I was saying it, this is what they talking about right now.
When you see him go to De Leon is when you see him have some issues, and they're not. It gets bad. Can
you send it to Instagram B1 real quick?
And these people have really strong relationships. Don't think that the civil case doesn't turn into a criminal case faster because he's making them uncomfortable. That's a big part of it.
Y'all heard that?
Doesn't turn into a criminal case.
Because it started out as a civil case. All of this starts from the civil case.
It gets bad. And these people have really strong relationships. Don't think that the the civil case doesn't turn into a criminal case faster because he's making them uncomfortable. That's a big part of it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, you look, when you go to the spirits business, it's not governed. They got a discus board that they created, right? If you got two companies that are $3 billion a year, and Beam Centauria and Diageo, the distribution level, it's very hard for you to get things to a point where you can do the numbers, the right numbers, the amount. So it's kind of like they incentivize the sales force by giving them box bonuses.
Emotional. That's popping, Pooh. God's work.
It's there, but you make that no matter what product you're selling. So if you sell Hennessy or Remy out the gate, they start to put downward pressure on the new companies. You see, I had a lawsuit with Remy. They said that because I had an oval-shaped bottle.
He's basically saying two companies run the whole entire spirits and alcohol and liquor business.
That there was some sort of product confusion, and I'm like, where? It's a big B in the middle of the fucking bottle. Like, you don't own the shape, the whole shape of the bottle. You know? And then we had went in there for a little while until it came, I started saying shit like, 1738, I bet they had slaves. This shit got uncomfortable, and it was like, look, relax, okay?
30 years of Sherrod Brown has cost Ohioans plenty, like when he voted for the $1.2 trillion inflation.
Kamala, that money drying up, by the way.
We make donations to existing foundations to make you feel happy. Yeah. Yeah, and it went away. But they do spend $63 million targeting African-American male consumers a year. Remy, specific. So that's why that would be uncomfortable, me making those statements. And it's risk versus reward. It doesn't make sense to fight the fight. So they said, let's just let that go. But, they ripped me off too, man. God damn it. They did. They ripped me off.
Trump hitting the stage now. Double tap the screen. Let's get the lights up real fast. Subscribe to the channel. That type of hoopla. Trump 24, Mary says. That's a whole fact. Thank you for everybody that hit the like button. I got it. Thank you for everybody that's here. You know what I'm saying? You're on that Trump train. We about to it's about to take off. Type 1 Trump live. Indiana, Pennsylvania. One of the states that we very much need. We need this Pennsylvania, y'all. I think it's like 19 electoral votes that's coming out of there. Yeah, we need all that. We need all that, man. We need all the tender love and amor we can get. You feel me? Trump train, taking off. Kennard, salute. Kenny, salute. Pippi says, nice hat. Salute. I'm about to throw my black Maga hat on. Oh, yeah. Gen X rated. Salute. Trump train. Xavier Flock. Salute. He's still losing by 5 points. That's a fact, according to what polls you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? And you must have not seen the beginning of this video, Kuba, but we'll go through it together. You know what I'm saying? If you want to pull up. And again, 5 minutes was 15 minutes ago, Kuba. The link is at the top. Kamala for president, Choco says. Little brother. See, we on this side, we even show love to them. You feel me? Not on Kuba's side. They just disrespect us all day. But it's cool. We're used to it. EPREC. Salute. Make Trump president again. Allegedly. Double tap screen.
Thank you very much, Pennsylvania. Thank you. Thank you.
Pennsylvania, show out for the kid.
Commonwealth with thousands of proud, hardworking American patriots. That's what you are. And when I look at this crowd and I look at the crowd outside, and we stopped a couple of places and nobody's ever seen anything like it. You know, let me tell you, they have us up in the polls, as you know, in Pennsylvania and all over the place, actually. But when they say we're 3 points up or 4, there's no way. It's got to be a hell of a lot more than that. It has to be. It has to. You know, polls are fake also, just like these people, the fake news. They just... We prove that. We prove that a lot. Well, I just want to thank you. We're here today because early voting begins in Pennsylvania over the next 2 weeks. And we need each and every one of you to go out. Just don't take it.
Share this video, y'all.
You have to win Pennsylvania. Go out and make a plan to vote early, vote absentee, or vote in person on election day. But you got to get out and vote. You got to say to your husband, Harry, get the hell off that couch. We can't take any chances because our nation is at stake. Our nation is going to hell. What they've done to our country at the border with inflation, with that Afghanistan nightmare that was the most embarrassing day probably in the history of our country, the way they did that, getting out.
350 people killed a little while ago, Israel.
So bad. When you look at October 7th in Israel, it would have never happened. And you look at the Russian attack of Ukraine, would have never, ever happened, not even a thought of it. Think of it. Think of how different this world would have been. Think of how different this country would have been, our country, which is just going so bad. It's so bad. Millions and millions of people are pouring into our country, and they come from jails. They come from mental institutions and insane asylums. They're terrorists at a level that nobody's ever seen before, and they let them come in.
Hold up, you gotta respect the people over here, Cuba, because when I go to your chat, I don't do that. I don't do that in your chat. I don't say fuck all y'all Kamala Harris supporters. I go up there with respect. So you gotta respect my chat in return, brother. Love you and everything, but you can't say that. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Until I
just say we lost or something, but don't say fuck everybody in the chat, bro. There's a lot of people here.
No, she used to love me, but once I ran for politics, that was the end of that, and that was okay with me. I couldn't care less because we got to make our country great.
Come on, hit that link. I love arguing with this nigga Cuba. You know what I'm saying? Black to the P is less fun because he'll just be like, yo, all right, love you, bro. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But Cuba gonna sit around and get beat up. Come on, Cuba.
Years of this. We're not going to have 4 more years. We won't survive it. I also want you to promise to find at least one voter and get them.
Don't see me blocking all the blue comments like Dancer says Kamala. You know what I'm saying? I mean, somebody else block her. That's their business, but it's not me.
The Christians to vote. You know, I don't know what it is. Relatively, they don't vote a lot. They go to church and they love church, and that's great, but we got to get Christians, evangelicals, we have to get them out to vote. We have to get gun owners. You know, gun owners don't vote. They don't vote. We have to get them out. The NRA gave me their total endorsement they have every time, total, complete endorsement, but they vote at levels that are very low. You know what it is? It's probably rebellion. They're rebelling, but there's nothing to rebel about. You have to get out. If we had Christians voting in full strength, we couldn't lose. If we had the gun owners voting at full strength, we couldn't lose. We have to get gun owners because your guns are under siege. She wants to take your guns away.
Mind you, in the states that he wants to, you know, most of those states is stands your ground states.
Great Commonwealth, and I know you will not let us down. You're not going to let us down. We got to get out and vote. You can start right away. You know that, right? Now we have this stupid stuff where you can
go hell of a prediction.
Vote 45 days early. I wonder what the hell happens during that 45. Let's move see these votes. We've got about 1 million votes in there. Let's move them. We're fixing the air conditioner in the room, right? No, it's terrible. What happened the last time was disgraceful, including right here. But we're not going to let it happen again. Too big to rig, right? That's one way you do it. Can't let it happen. We got to take our country back from these horrible people, because if we win Pennsylvania, we win the whole thing. It's very simple. Right, Lee? 43 days from now. 43 days we've been waiting for 4 years.
40 years. 40 years. The last time it was Ohio.
Leaders in the whole world, and she is worse than Sleepy Joe Biden. She's worse. She's worse. 43 days from now, we're going to win Pennsylvania and take our country back, and we're going to be so happy. And it'll be the most important day and the most important vote in the history of our country, because we're losing our country. I mean, somebody I heard the other day, pretty smart person, and you think about it, and it could be true. They said, if we don't win this election, there may never be another election in this country. It could happen. Look at Venezuela. Venezuela was the most prosperous country, and now you take a look. And can you believe these stupid people are buying oil from Venezuela? From Venezuela, who was our enemy? They foreclosed on his airplane, a crappy old airplane. But they're giving him billions of dollars for oil. It's not oil. It's
Cuba and Kenny scrapping in the chat. Why don't y'all both hit the link? But more important, Cuba, please hit the link so we can talk. I'm going to show y'all. He telling people to suck his penis, everything. He don't give a fuck.
for people that talk about the environment like I do, like many of the people in this room do. But
that's what you call moving the goalposts. I act like I don't see what Kenny is saying, and then I just go for your, you know what I'm saying? And that's what y'all do. Y'all act like y'all don't see what's happening. Y'all ignore the truth and attack people. Now, get up here and prove that y'all don't attack people.
These people are crazy.
Crazy.
What a nice-looking man. Who is that? Oh, that's Trump. What a wonderful-looking person. I'm just checking out the hairstyle as I'm talking. I don't know.
You must have not seen Queen's Flip go up there and interview the people, right? You need to update yourself. You're eating the dogs.
Yeah. No, I'm checking. I'm talking. I'm looking up. I'm saying I don't love it. Yeah, everyone don't love it. What the hell can you do? There's nothing I can do about it, right? We're stuck with it. Kamala Harris is reportedly giving a speech in Pittsburgh. You know, her speeches are very short. About her plan to, quote, build wealth. She doesn't know anything about building wealth. But she's been in office for 3.5 years. She's saying what she's going to do if she becomes president. But she's been there almost 4 years. She hasn't done anything except destroy our country with millions of people that shouldn't be here. And inflation. And inflation. What the damage that Sleepy Joe, you know, I'm tending to call him Sleepy Joe lately because I called him Crooked Joe. But now he's not like, is he? Nigga, you get president. We don't even have. Do we have a president? Why doesn't he leave? Why doesn't he leave? Now think of it. Think of it. I call him Crooked Joe. That was very effective. It got him out of the race. I mean, guess what? No, we had a debate, and he didn't do too well in that debate. And they came to him and they said, "You're down 21 points, and you're going to lose. This can only happen to me." So I end up with somebody new. But here's the thing. All I have to do is expose her for what she is. She's a communist, okay? She's a communist. And this country is not ready for a communist and hopefully never will be, because that doesn't work. Kamala talks about all these things that she's going to do, but she's been here. Think of it. She's been here for almost 4 years and she's not done anything. I will do this, I will do that, I will do that. What the hell? She could do them today. You know, they talk about the border. Oh, we have a plan for the border. I didn't have any help. I had a very hostile Congress. And what I did is I said, close the border to the Border Patrol. They're great. And the border was closed. We had the safest border in the history.
If he did that at a wave of his hand, what stopped Kamala from just doing it with a wave of her hand?
Of our country, we had.
Remember that wave of her hand thing, right?
And that border was a mess. You know,
she could change somebody's life with a wave of her hand.
In 2016, I think I won maybe because of the border. The border was very bad. And in 2020, I couldn't talk about the border because there was no problem. My people, my geniuses back there, they all said, sir, you can't really talk about the border. There's no problem. I said, well, I want to at least talk about it. I fix it. They said, people don't care, sir. They don't care. So I didn't talk about the border, but we did get millions of more votes. If you remember 2020, we got millions more votes. Millions. Look at that guy with a rug on over there. Look at him.
Hey, B1, send that to my IG. I checked my IG if you still here.
You look good. He looks good. But we got millions more votes. But I'll tell you what, and we've been all over Pennsylvania today. 2016 or 2020, we never had the enthusiasm that we have right now. Look at this. Look at this.
Now, Cuba, I don't got a wrench over there neither, but I still go there all the time. You know what I'm saying? You support my channel, I go over there. So a wrench don't stop nothing as long as we can talk.
Destroying our country. We don't have a great country anymore. Remember, I had CAG, Keep America Great, but I couldn't use it.
Type your city in the chat, y'all.
Great, I hate to say it, but America soon will be greater than ever before. You watch. We got to win the election. We got to win the election. And I can't call her Harris either. You know, Harris, when I say Harris, nobody knows. Does that make sense? I say, and when Harris, everyone says, who's Harris? Nobody knows this person. No, they don't know her by the name Harris. They know her Kamala. It's strange.
What city and state you in?
And when Harris, and people say, who is that Harris? Nobody knows who the hell I'm talking about. You know that? Lee, nobody knows you're a good lawyer. Maybe we have to change your name. You know, but nobody knows a nice name, Harris. I know some people named Harris. They're nice people. She happens to be not a nice person. She happens to be a person that's destroyed everything she's ever touched. Kamala's ruinous economic policies have already cost the typical household $29,000 through rampant inflation, $29,000 per household. She's a one-woman economic wrecking ball, and if she gets 4 more years, her radical agenda will smash the economy into rubble and grind your financial situation right into the dust. You can't have it. You can't have it. We've had it. We've had it. The guy is incompetent, and she's incompetent also. She had the other interview with the other guy, who was a nice guy, I think, from Philadelphia, from Pennsylvania, and he was a nice guy who was asking her all these. They don't take like I do. Anybody who wants to go. What the hell difference does it make? They have, and how dishonest was ABC? It was 3-on-1.
New poll says, free Diddy or nah? Yes, no, or no Usher Raymond.
How about this David Muir and the other woman I never heard of? I don't know. How the hell did she get there? I never heard of her. But David Muir, when I say crime numbers are rising, he interrupts me, kept interrupting.
All right, cool, but I'll see you on Mac Mean TS TV, because this is not a troll channel. We just having a conversation. I'm giving my opinion, and we not, you know what I'm saying? We not, you know. But you and Kenny arguing, that's one thing. But you just dogging the whole chat out like fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? Salute. See you at your show.
And he said, we have it by fact that crime numbers are going down. I said, anybody that thinks crime.
Link is open though. You want to hit the link? Come hit the link. And then now up on the channel, while you up here, you can say whatever you want to say, because then people would get up here and they could say something back.
Crime is going down is a serious brain problem. And then it got announced the following day that Trump was right, that crime was up 45%. How about them? And I thought she was terrible in the debate. She didn't answer any questions. All she did is tell lies. Bloodbath. She talked about Charlottesville. All these things were all, I hate the word debunked, but it says it. They were all debunked, every one of them. And people said it. Well, the radical left didn't say it, but they've all been fully debunked. All she did was tell lies. But when it came time to ask a question like, what are you going to do about inflation? What are you going to do about keeping taxes low? She was unable to even talk. But the one on Oprah was the worst one, in my opinion. Oprah wanted to climb under the table. It was so embarrassing. She couldn't answer the simplest question. So vote Trump and your incomes will soar, your net worth will skyrocket, your energy costs and grocery prices will come tumbling down, and we will bring back the American dream, bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. The American dream. We don't talk about the American dream anymore, you know that? Mr. Congressman, what a great congressman. I'm going to introduce you guys, but what a good warrior you are. Thank you. We don't talk about the American dream, right? Anymore. We used to talk about it all the time. Today, they don't talk about it. Don't lose hope. We have to have hope. Don't lose hope. Our country's an embarrassment. The whole world is laughing at us. We're going to be stronger. They weren't laughing at us 4 years ago. They were not unhappy to see me head off. And they said, thank goodness we'll never have to see him or deal with him again. You know, China had to pay $472 billion in tariffs. No other president took in 10 cents from China. Not 10 cents. No president took in 10 cents. And remember this, and I just say this, if you look at Ukraine and Russia, but you know, they say Russia. I stopped the Russian pipeline. It's called Nord Stream 2. Nobody ever heard of it until I came along. I stopped the biggest economic development job, the biggest job they've ever done. I stopped it cold. When Biden came in, he let them build, but he killed our Keystone pipeline, which we needed. He killed Keystone, so he killed, but think of it. And remember this about Russia. Under Bush, they took a lot. Under Biden and Barack Hussein Obama, has anyone ever heard of him? Barack Hussein, a lot of people say he's actually running the country right now. I don't think so. I don't think so. But some people say he's running our country. But I don't think it's Biden. Under Barack Hussein Obama, they took a lot, right? Under Biden, they're taking everything. They're taking everything. This is Russia. They're taking everything. I mean, Ukraine is destroyed. It's destroyed. You know, they could have made a deal. And you didn't even have to make a deal. Putin was never going in if I were president. But even if he did, you could have made a deal. Now the whole place is destroyed. The cities are knocked down. Millions of people are dead. Far more people are dead than anybody knows. Far more people. When you see those cities get knocked down and they say 2 people are injured, it's all a lot of fake news, I'll tell you. The people are dead, millions of people. And now the whole place has been, the cities have been knocked down, the whole place. They could have made a deal 3 years ago and everything would be happy, vibrant. Their heritage wouldn't have been broken. Those beautiful golden towers are taken down. All of those beautiful ancient towers are rubble on the ground now. I mean, any deal they make, what's the deal? They have to go back. They'll take 100 years to rebuild, and you can never rebuild it like it was. That should have never happened. It would have never happened if I was president. And you know what? It didn't happen. And even radical left lunatic Democrats say, I will say, if Trump was president, it wouldn't have happened. Putin would have never done it. I said, don't do it, Vladimir. Don't even think. We're not going to do it, Vladimir. I said, Vladimir, we're not going to do that, Vladimir. And China, I had the same almost identical conversation with President Xi of China. Don't go in. Don't go in. He's got planes circling Taiwan. They're circling. He wants that so badly. And Vladimir wanted it badly. That was the apple of his eye. Ukraine was the apple of his eye. But I said, don't do it. He would have never gone in. Would have never happened. All these things would have never happened. But Ukraine now, I see Zelensky is here. I think Zelensky's the greatest salesman in history. Every time he comes into the country, he walks away with $60 billion. Billion! Walks in with $60 billion. He wants them to win this election so badly. But I would do differently. I will work out peace before. As president-elect, if I win this election, the first thing I'm going to do is call up Zelensky and call up President Putin, and I'm going to say, you got to make a deal. This is crazy. Crazy. They asked Biden, when was the last time you spoke to Putin? He didn't know. Of course he didn't know. What a stupid question. Of course he doesn't know. How would he know a thing like that? But it's been like years. And they keep bombing, cities pouring down, bombing. It's horrible, horrible. Actually, they're reduced now to using young boys and old men. Young boys and old men, because their people have been killed. So many of their people have been killed that they are using young boys to fight the war and old men. How about that? It's what a horrible thing has happened just because, and it's our fault because it's a war that should have never been allowed to happen, and we had the power that it would never have happened. We have an incompetent leader in Biden, and we have somebody who's worse in this new one that they threw into the ring. Central to Kamala's agenda for economic destruction is her plan to impose the largest individual tax hikes in American history onto our public, the largest small business tax hike in history, the largest capital gains tax hike in history. How about the capital gains tax, right? How about that one? And even the brand new wealth confiscation tax or unrealized capital gain. How about that? Unrealized. You know, I know a lot of people that are rich, but they have no cash. They're rich as hell, but what are they going to do? They have to pay cash to unrealized. In other words, you pay a capital gains tax, even though you're not selling your property, your stock, or whatever it might be. I don't think it's ever even been done. It's been thought of by communist nations, but I don't think it's ever been done. You know, her father is a fascist. He's a Marxist, and he's a teacher of Marxist economics. What the hell are we doing? What are we doing? Where have we come? Which will annihilate, if they do that unrealized capital gain, which I can't believe they can pull it off, but if they do it, it'll annihilate the stock market and wipe out the savings of millions of seniors and middle-class families. It'll wipe out our country. Our country will be driven in, I think anyway, it'll happen. If, you know, a lot of people say the only reason the stock market's high is everyone thinks I'm going to win the election. I believe that's true. A lot of the biggest, smartest, Uncle Sam, look, it's Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam is here. Do you agree with that? Uncle Sam says, no, a lot of people agree. I think it's going to be horrible. We don't win for so many other reasons too, but you'll have a depression like 1929. Kamala Harris is the tax queen, and she's coming for your money. She's coming for your pensions, and she's coming for your savings unless you defeat her in November and want to take away your guns. Remember that. Always remember that. As president, I will keep Kamala's greedy hands out of your pockets, and we will deliver gigantic tax cuts. I gave you the largest tax cuts in history, and we are going to go further. That's what created the greatest economy. You know, when they say compare yourself now, but do something else. Compare costs now. Compare the cost of bacon with the cost of bacon 4 or 5 years ago. Compare the cost of just groceries. I mean, some of these things have gone up 4, 5, 6 times. Energy, interest rates. How about, I was at 2% interest rates. Now they're at 10%, but you can't get the money, so you got to keep going up. Okay, you're not at 10% if you can't get the money. We will have, I'm very proud of this, and then she copied me on one of them, only one. I'm waiting for the others. We will have no tax on tips. That was an easy one. We will have no tax on overtime. You work overtime. And for our seniors who have been decimated decimated by the stupidity of inflation. These people, what they did to you on inflation, we will have no tax on Social Security benefits. No tax. You've been decimated. They took it all away. They took it all away from you. And for all the suburban households paying high property taxes here in Pennsylvania, I will restore the SALT deduction. Do you know what that is? SALT deduction. You will, to save you thousands of dollars. Maybe I shouldn't bother with, but that's a good one, but you guys don't know what the hell it is. That's a good one. People think of New York, but it actually affects you very much too. I think I'll keep it off the Pennsylvania. You didn't like that one so much, but it's actually pretty good. It's no wonder that Kamala Harris was just officially endorsed by IRS agents. Do you believe it? That's when you'd say, I'd rather not have that endorsement, but I've been endorsed by virtually every police group in the entire nation. Every police group, almost every sheriff's group, every police group, every one of them. We just had one, the Fraternal Order. We just had 400,000 policemen. That's the biggest of all the unions, and they endorsed me. And this is the first time in decades, just got endorsed by the rank and file members of the Teamsters, which I happen to think is amazing. That was a surprise. That's automatic for the Democrats, and they now the bosses didn't endorse me, but they had a problem because they got 30% of the vote. We got actually 60 or 61% of the vote. Can you believe it? So the people that were in the 61, the people that want us, they said, well, how come you didn't endorse them? Why do you? They're just going to take a piss. But maybe that's okay. That's all right. We know where they stand, and that's good. Kamala Harris is the candidate of the tax collectors and the Washington bureaucrats. I am the candidate of the American worker, and I always will be. I always will be. But perhaps Kamala's biggest tax hike of all is her vicious attack on Pennsylvania energy. You're under attack. If anybody here believes that she will let your energy industry continue like fracking, you should immediately go to a psychiatrist and have your head examined. On dozens of occasions, Kamala said that she intends to ban fracking. I'm going to ban it. I'm going to ban it. I think we have a clip. Would you like to see a clip? I spend a lot of money on these clips. Spend a lot of money on these clips.
That's why I am committed to passing a Green New Deal, creating clean jobs, and finally putting an end to fracking once and for all.
Mama Kamala just don't give a frack.
Isn't that great? He's not very funny. Can you? That guy. Those three guys, they're being blown away by Gutfeld. You know, Gutfeld, totally dominant. Those three guys. You remember that guy? When I first ran, it was like 2015, thinking about running. I was going to run. I went on his show, right? And he goes, The Tonight Show, which is dying. They're all dying. Where's Johnny Carson? Bring back Johnny. It made you appreciate, right, Uncle Sam? It made you appreciate the greatness of Johnny Carson and these guys. These three guys, they're so bad, all three of them. All three of them. But this one, I go on his show, and he goes, is that your real hair? I said, yeah. He said, do you mind if I mess it up? I said, I'd prefer no. Do you remember this? I said, I'd prefer it if you didn't, to be honest, but if you have to. So he grabs it, and he starts really going crazy, right? And everybody laughed, and it was a big thing. It was a
man, we got the hate brigade up in this chat. I'm watching you fools. Don't make me make them time all of y'all out, because trust me, they waiting. 10,000 bottles of baby oil was crazy by anybody's standards.
He stood up and he said, I'd like to apologize. 6 months ago, or whatever it was, I messed up Donald Trump's hair, and it humanized him, and he became president. And I would like to apologize. How weak and pathetic is a guy like that? And his show died, but the other two shows are dying. The one on ABC is dying. He was the worst host in the history of the Academy Awards. Remember I did that? Remember I wrote I put a truth. Everybody should go to Truth immediately. And by the way, we also love Elon, I have to tell you. Gave me a big endorsement, big one. But remember in the Academy Awards, I said how he's the worst host in the history of the Academy Awards. And this stupid guy goes up, and just before the Best Picture of the Year, the show is almost over. They're waiting for the Best Picture of the Year. He gets up and he says, and his wife said, please don't do it. Please, darling, don't go out. His manager said, don't do it. I have to do it. He goes out and reads my truth to the entire audience right before the best prime time, the Best Picture. And it said, basically, he is the worst host of the history. He reads the whole thing. And then I think he said something like, ha, ha, ha. He thinks he bothers me or some crap like that. I said, he's one of the dumbest human beings ever. He should have listened to his wife. What a dope. But all three of them are bad. The hatred. You know, it's supposed to be comedy. It's hatred. It's like terrible. But they're dying. And did anyone see the Gutfeld for last week? So actually, I said it in the show, you know, so Gutfeld had the highest ratings in his history. And it was the #1 show of the week on all of television, not just on cable, on all of television. It beat all the network shows. But I told her the show, Gutfeld hated me for a long time, hated me. And then he started saying, you know, he didn't know me, but he hated me. People that know me like me. But he just couldn't stand me. And he was pretty strong on that. And then what happened is he started to say, you know, I don't like him, but he gets everything done. He rebuilt our military. We have no wars. He took out the worst terrorists in history. We don't have any problems. We didn't have one terror attack during my administration. With all the terror attacks all over the world, we didn't have countries fighting each other. They wouldn't have done it without my permission. They would call me up to ask whether or not they could go to war with some other country. And I said, you can't do that. And if you do that, I'm going to put big, big taxes all over your country. Okay, we won't do it. And they'd call me up the next day. We've decided not to go to the war. We had no wars. Israel was free. Ukraine was free. They weren't. The whole world, Viktor Orban, who's the prime minister of Hungary, he said, if you want to solve, because now everything's blowing up. The Middle East is going to end up in World War III. Ukraine's going to end up in World War III. So many different, we could end up in World War III with incompetent leadership. With smart leadership, it never happened. But it's tougher now than it would have been 3-4 years ago. I mean, the whole place. And more importantly, no matter what you do, you can't get those cities back. You can't get that civilization back. And you can't get 3 or 4 million lives back. You can't do it. But Gutfeld said, on the show, he said, you know, I don't love this guy, but man, everything he touches, he fixes, he gets it done. Our country was doing great. We had the best economy. And he asked for an interview, and I said, you know, I'll do it, but I'm begrudgingly, 10 minutes. I don't really want to do it because he doesn't like me. I guess I don't like anybody that doesn't like me, I'll be honest. When they don't like me, I don't like them, okay? Sounds childish. Look at the wall. Mr. Wall, stand up, please, Mr. Wall. When they don't like me, Lee, I don't like them. That's the way it is. Call it a personality defect. But we did an interview, and it was supposed to be 15 minutes, and it lasted for 2.5 hours. It just never stopped. There was a great chemistry. We actually liked each other. And he likes me. And he took that interview and he put it on 5 shows, and his ratings went through the roof. And he's held it. I mean, he's the hottest guy on late night and beyond late night, maybe in a lot of ways. But we love Sean Hannity too, right? And we love Laura. And we love Jesse and Janine. And Pete. We like Pete Hegseth. Ainsley's good. We have a lot of good people. And then we have some bad ones too, including on Fox. Do you ever notice on Fox, they put me on, I do a great job, and then they follow me with a horrible commercial. You know, I say, what the hell is the good of me doing it if Roger Ailes never allowed bad commercials? What's the purpose of me doing a nice show? And then they put 9 horrible commercials on, which are all lies. Or they put somebody on that's good, and then they always feel like they have to put somebody on who's bad. So the net result is a neutral. And you say, what are you doing it for? You can't do that. Fox should put just the good people on, the people that want to make America great again. They shouldn't put the guys that are professional scammers on. And they shouldn't allow bad commercials. Just a few months ago, Kamala imposed a natural gas export ban. Can you believe that? That is brutalizing Pennsylvania energy jobs. You know about it, right? And Kamala's Green New Deal insanity, I call it the Green New Scam, is shutting down power plants all across America. As a result, Pennsylvania electricity prices are up, despite all of the oil and gas and everything, are up 35% in a very short period of time, with all that stuff underneath you, underneath your feet, in particular you. Since she took office, we are looking at another rise now of anywhere from 30 to 50% very quickly. And we have so much. We have so much. And you're hit about as hard as anybody. If you vote for me, I will cut your energy and electricity prices in half within 12 months. We're going to cut them down in half. I will terminate the natural gas export ban, which makes it impossible for you to sell your product to a lot of countries that want it desperately because they don't have what we have. We are so rich, we have the greatest, and we don't use it. It makes you really. We have all of this stuff more than anybody. We don't use it. I will get Pennsylvania energy workers pumping, fracking, drilling, and producing like never before. Right? And I don't know about how you feel, but I do, because this was the greatest company in the world 60 or 70 years ago. We are also going to keep U.S. steel right here in America.
Cuba ain't come back. Calling Cuba, calling Cuba. I don't care what you say in the chat, Cuba. When you tell every Trump supporter to eat a dick. I'm a Trump supporter.
When I came into office, they were dead. And I put taxes on China. China was dumping massive amounts of steel to destroy our companies. I put a 50% tariff, then I raised it in some cases to 100%. And at a certain level, they said, no mas, we're not doing it.
Remember Trump dying. Trump is dying, right? That's not what the polls are saying.
Remember, no mas, Roberto. We love Roberto.
Not what the shooter is saying to try to kill him, that they knocked his fucking brain out. They pushed his taco back. You know what I'm saying?
Durando, and no mas, no mas. And they said no mas, and that was the end of it. And our steel companies were saved and thrived. And now we're losing our steel companies again because we have stupid people in the White House. We must keep our steel companies, and we must keep
outside of America. Tell me where you at.
Making steel more than any. If we have a war, are we going to call up, gee, China, could you send us some steel, please? Oh, I forgot about that. If we have a war, think of it. If we need it for our military, how do we build our tanks? How do we build our ships? We wouldn't have any steel. We have to make U.S. Steel great again. It doesn't have to be what it was. It was the greatest company in the world. Think of it. U.S. Steel was the greatest company in the whole world. That would be like whatever. You know, today our big companies are like Google and this and that. They're not the same. U.S. Steel is the strength. Google is all, give me a break. Not the same. Not the same. You see all the stuff that Google and Facebook and all what they got caught cheating on.
Somebody wants to see is a bullet wound.
The stuff, the laptop, remember it was Russia. It was Russia.
That's what she said.
It was Hunter, as we said. And they affected the election very much. It came out many points, 11 points, 12 points. But that's what we have. And we can never let that happen again. And I said, we're going to go after Anybody that gets caught cheating on the election, we're going to go after them harder than anyone's ever been sought before. Because these people are really a threat. They are a threat to democracy. The Democrats are a threat to democracy. That's the real threat. Under my plan, America will be a manufacturing superpower once again. We will be the envy of the world, and we will build that incredible future right here in Pennsylvania. Boy, did I come close. I almost said, I better be careful, because, you know, if I even meant, they'll report it, because I don't want to be. Should I say it, Uncle Sam? I almost said the state of Pennsylvania, but I meant the Commonwealth. I never said the state. I was able to catch it because I'm cognitively very strong. Very, very strong. I was able to catch it. Did you notice that? Right here, and I stopped for a second. I said Pennsylvania. I didn't want. Oh, that's a bad mistake. When you do the state of Pennsylvania, you get yourself. I've seen it. Well, the worst was Biden. He's in Florida, and he says, "Thank you for being so nice. I love Iowa. I've always loved." I said, remember, he was in New Hampshire, and he said he was in Maine. He was at. I never did that. You know,
boy, Patty.
If you do that, it's career threatening. As it turned out, it was career threatening. But if you
kicked his ass right out.
If you know, Winston Churchill was this great speaker. Great. I get much bigger crowds than him, but nobody ever says I'm a great speaker. Winston Churchill was a great speaker. If he ever was in London and he said, I'm in Beirut, or if, because Biden is capable of that, he could go that far off. And, you know, he compared Florida to Iowa, and then he said it was Idaho, the greatest potato place in the world. He said, and he said with Iowa, remember, he said, I love the potatoes in Iowa. No, he meant, right? He didn't mean Iowa. I mean, the whole thing. But I said, you know, if you were Winston Churchill and you make a mistake as to location, like I'm here with you, and if I say, it's great to be in the great state of Illinois, could happen. No matter how great your speech is, you could make the greatest speech in history, and people will go, that was a disaster, right? He did it all the time, but she's worse than him. I'm telling you, watch. She's not as smart as him. He's not smart. He never was smart. He wasn't smart 40 years ago. Always, he was a hale and hearty guy, well met. Did you ever hear Shakespeare? He was hale and hearty and well met, but he wasn't a smart person. But she is a very dumb person, and we can't do that. We can't do that. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be rude. Another front in Kamala's war on workers is her gigantic migrant invasion. Over the past 3 years, border czar. Do you notice she said, I'm not a border czar? She was a border czar for 3.5 years. Now she's saying I had nothing to do. Whether she was the border czar or just the person in charge of the border, it's been the worst thing ever, maybe one of the worst things ever to happen to our country. Look at what's happening in Springfield, Ohio. Look at what's happened to that beautiful town. Look at what's happened to Aurora in Colorado, where you have a radical left Democrat governor who doesn't have a clue. He's so scared. The Venezuelans are attacking. They're in the real estate business. They're taking over real estate. They're in there like I was, but they take it over with guns. I took it over with the brain. They take it over with guns. But they're in, think of it, Aurora, and they have weapons that the military doesn't even have. AK-47s. I learned about AK-47s 3 weeks ago. That's not a nice. I'm getting very good at learning about weapons. I'm learning a lot about guns. Over the past 3 years, border czar Harris has inundated small towns all across America with hundreds of thousands of migrants. Not only has she invited them across our border, unfortunately, she's also illegally flown them in. Remember, she was making excuses. No, we haven't really had too many. And then we found out that they're flying in by big, beautiful jets. They're flying over the border. She's trying to say that the border was sort of secure. It wasn't secure. Although the greatest graph in the history of graphs, a thing that I love perhaps as much as any person I've ever met, is my wonderful graph on immigration and the lack of people coming. Do we have that graph? Can we put that graph up? This is my favorite graph. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that graph, Lee. David, I love it. Oh, isn't that a beautiful? I don't care what it says. I don't care if it said I did a lousy job. That's the most beautiful piece of paper I've ever seen. You see the arrow in the bottom? That was the week that I left office. See the arrow on the bottom, the big red arrow? That's the lowest level. This was done by the Border Patrol. This looks like a Trump special. It wasn't. That was done by the U.S. Border Patrol, who are phenomenal. ICE is phenomenal. That was done by the Border Patrol. That was the lowest level of immigration we've ever had in the country. And then these idiots, these stupid idiots took over, and look at what happened to our numbers. Look at what happened. Look at what happened to the numbers. But is that the most beautiful? I love the colors, the blue, the gold, the red. There's everything about it I love the stars. Because if I didn't look over to the right to see that beautiful graph, I said, put up that graph, please. If I didn't look over to the right, I wouldn't be here with you tonight, and that would be a very terrible thing. What a beautiful thing. Think of it, Uncle Sam. Immigration saved my life. Think of it. Immigration saved my life. No, it's great. Well, thank you. And thank you. I sleep with that pace. Every night I go to bed with it. Say, darling, it's time to go to bed. Let's go. What a beautiful sight. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Great job that you were able to get it so fast. I didn't think we were going to be using it. I didn't think I was going to use it in Butler. It was just, I always use it at the end. If I use it, I only use it. You would know, you go to every damn rally, right? He's at every rally. And he makes a lot of money. I think he's probably an accountant. He's a CPA. He's a genius, but he goes to every rally. But, right, I rarely use it. But when I use it, it's always on my left, and it's always at the end of the speech. This time I just thought of it. As you can see, I don't use the teleprompter too much. Isn't it nice to have a president that doesn't have to use the teleprompter? Isn't that nice? Right? It's really nice. Thank you very much. By the way, we had a rally in Lee's part of the woods out on Long Island, and that was unbelievable. We filled up where the Islanders play and the Nets were playing. They used to play there, a big, like a Madison Square Garden type arena. We filled it up. We could have filled it up 3 times. It was an amazing, just less than a week ago, right? That was great. Lee was there. Kamala has illegally flown in more than 500,000 migrants, right? When she was saying, no, we don't want to do that. And she's got, these guys actually want these people in our country. It's not even believable. Working with left-wing nonprofits to inundate Pennsylvania communities, changing the character of small towns and villages all over our country and changing them forever. They will never be the same. They will never be. Do you think Springfield will ever be the same? I don't think. The fact is, and I'll say it now, you have to get them the hell out. You have to get them out. I'm sorry. To get them out. Can't have it. Can't have it. They've destroyed it. It's terrible. It's terrible to say, and it's a tough thing to do. You know, you're going to take in some murderers and things, and you'll put them on the planes and the buses, and you're going to start doing it. Dwight Eisenhower holds the record, believe it or not. He was a moderate kind of a guy, General Eisenhower, president. And he has the record. He couldn't stand people pouring into our country, and he took a lot and took them out. He's very strong on that. And we have to be strong. We have no choice because this is not sustainable by any country. There's no country that can do this. I mean, what were they thinking when they did it? What were they thinking? This is like, who would allow men to play in women's sports? Well, this is bigger. This is bigger. But it's the same thought. Who would allow? We're allowing open borders where millions of people that we have no idea who they are, where they come from. We don't know if they're murderers, if they kill. Many are murderers, though, because prison populations are being released into our country. And these are tough people. They're tough people, and they're vicious, evil people in many cases. And we can't have, but it's very tough because we'll take one young woman with 2 children and they'll put them in a bus to take them back to some country. And it'll be put in the fake news and it'll be a terrible story. It's terrible. And the whole country will turn against. It's a very tough thing to do. We have to do it carefully, but we have to get murderers and drug dealers and all these people that are coming into our country. We have to get them out of here. It's not sustainable. And not far from here, the 4,000 person town of Charleroi. Do people, oh, you know, Charleroi. In Charleroi, Pennsylvania, has seen a 2,000% increase in the population of their town. Do you know that, right? They have has your town changed slightly? Where are you from, Charleroi? Put up, okay, good. I just took a picture with that handsome guy. So would you say your town has changed just a little bit over the last couple of months? It's like, is it a different place, totally different place? It's what? It's completely different. Where are the other people that started screaming about Charleroi? Where are they? Okay, has your beautiful town changed? Yes. You can't do it. 80%, think of it, of the capital, and it's composed of lawless gangs. We're not gonna do this. All of the gang members, MS-13, they're being brought into our country because Venezuela doesn't want it. Remember this, Venezuela has sent their criminals into our country, has emptied their jails, not fully. They've still got people, but I don't know why, because I would have been worse than him. I would have emptied it. If I ran one of those countries, Honduras, any of them, even Mexico to an extent is doing it, and they shouldn't be doing it at all because they're getting rich off of us. They're getting rich. They shouldn't be doing it at all. They're going to stop immediately. But so many of these countries, I would do it. If I were the president of one of these countries, you know, and they're all smart, street smart people, I would have had them all. I don't know why Venezuela does it, but they have a lot of the jail population in our country. They probably couldn't get enough buses and planes. That's probably the only reason. But they're dumping jail populations, the criminals of the street, into our country. And there's only one thing that can happen, and it's really bad. And it's happening. And now you see it. And I said this 3 years ago when I heard about it. I said, this is only going to be bad. Think of the cruelty Kamala Harris is inflicting on the people of Pennsylvania. You live in a small town your whole life. You pay your taxes. You really are exemplary. You pay everything. You do everything. You love your town. You love your country. You know the town so well by name, you're just so proud of it. And suddenly she flies in thousands and thousands of migrants from the most dangerous places on earth, and they deposit them right smack in the middle of your community. And you're a nice person and you want to be politically correct. I see it very much in the cities, like the governor of Colorado. The guy's a real stiff, but he's up talking and he says, well, these are fine people. He doesn't want to say that they have AK-47s and they're taking over large portions of real estate. He doesn't want to say it. They want to be politically correct. It's happening in all of these towns that we're talking about because the mayors are afraid, and they're afraid politically too. They don't know, am I supposed to say this is good? Or am I supposed to say, and Democrat mayors, every one of them is saying it's a wonderful thing, and not one of them believes it. But they're afraid to go against the stupid party that's in Washington. So now your schools can teach because the majority, they can't teach because the majority of students don't speak the language. The housing market is destroyed. Crime is rampant. The jobs are taken by migrants illegally imported to our countries. Your school classes, you can't get in. You can't get into your hospitals. Nobody can get into the hospitals. They're driving to hospitals 300-400 miles away. The media is desperate to stop us from having this conversation. The fake news, look at all of them. They have a lot of people. Oh, they have some of the big ones. They have some of the big ones. Wow, oh, that's very impressive. No, they have some good ones too. But that's exactly why we must have this conversation. We have to have it because the media doesn't want to talk about it. You know, they don't want to do anything that's going to embarrass Kamala because I don't know why. Number one, the country's going to die. They're going to die. They're already dying to a large extent. But if I get elected, they're going to do much better because we get higher ratings. We get the high, you know, Greg Gutfeld got the highest ratings in the history of his show. And think of it, the #1 show of the night, including networks. Nobody knows that. And maybe I think the #1 show of the week. No, but they'll do much better, but they don't realize that. They haven't realized that yet. This isn't an attack on any group of people. It's common sense. We're really talking about, you know, we're the party of common sense. We're conservative, all that. Just, we are the party of common sense. That's what we are. That's what we are. We want to have strong borders, great education, school choice. Does everybody like school choice? We want to move the Department of Education. We're ranked at the bottom of the list, the worst. We spend more money per pupil than any other country by far. And yet we're at the bottom of the list. Out of 40, we're ranked about number 40. And I'm going to close the Department of Education and move education back to the states. And we're going to do it fast. Maybe I'll have you do that. I'll use Lee. Maybe I'll have you. You could do it. That's not too easy. We'll get somebody great. We'll get Lee Zeldin is here with us tonight. I think that's the job for Lee. Or Vivek, or we'll get somebody. We like Vivek. We need somebody with a lot of energy, a lot of strength, energy, and intelligence. But it takes centuries to build the unique character of each state. And we are going to. And you know, when you do that, so the #1 rated country is Norway. The #2 is like Denmark. And, you know, on it goes. Spend much less money than we do, and they have the finest education. In New York City, a few years ago with de Blasio, who is one of the worst mayors in history, by the way, he said, we're going to go with the Norwegian system. That didn't work out too well, okay? You know, when they start throwing the teachers out the window, that wasn't working out. They don't do that in Norway. Historically, they haven't thrown too many teachers out the window in Norway. But we're going to make it good. And you know what's going to happen is out of the 50 states, you're going to have 35, like different ones. Iowa will do good. A lot of the states will do very good. I can think of probably 30, 35 will be good. And 5 will be okay. 10 will be okay. You'll have 4 or 5 that will be terrible, but that's okay. We have to control it. But you'll have Idaho. You'll have Idaho will do a great job. They, you know, no debt, no this. They run a great state. A lot of places will have education that can compete with Norway and Denmark and this, but we'll have certain places, and it's the same places like Gavin Newsom, who's a terrible governor. You'll probably have a problem in California, but what you do is you give it to the local communities, and they'll have a great educational system. You don't want to give it to somebody like Kamala because she destroyed.
Who is this guy? Look at the fucking channel name, and then you'll know who this guy is. All right? Black Maga, that's my name, all right? Not Black Naga.
London and Paris and Minneapolis. Look at what's happened in London. Look what's happening in Paris. If Kamala Harris wins this election, she will flood Pennsylvania cities and towns with illegal migrants from all over the world. And Pennsylvania will never be the same. You will never be the same. When I'm president, all migrant flights to Pennsylvania will stop immediately. By the way, all migrant flights. Not only to Pennsylvania, everywhere. No, but how about they get caught? You know, we just found that out a few months ago. They're saying, no, we're fighting. In the meantime, people are just pouring in. No, we want to do it. And then we learned that the airplanes are flying. That means that, it's just a big con job. Remember this. For a long time, she's been talking about her experience at McDonald's. I worked at McDonald's over the French fries. It was so hot. I think I'm going to go to a McDonald's next week someplace. I'm going to go. Might not be in your place. I'm going to go to a McDonald's, and I'm going to work the French fry job for about a half an hour. I want to see how it is. But she said she worked and she grew up in terrible conditions. She worked at McDonald's. It was such. She never worked there. And these fake news reporters will never report it. They don't want to report it because they're fake. They're fake. They don't want to report it. She never worked at McDonald's, but it was a big part of her resume. They went to the different places. Did she work here? Did she work here? Did she work here? She said, we don't know who the hell she is. Leave us alone. We're making hamburgers. We will end the invasion of small town Pennsylvania, and we will end the destruction of America. It's destroying our country. This country is going to be better than ever before, but we have to.
Everybody double tap the screen, get the likes up. We about to go down the rabbit hole. If you're on that Trump train, type #1 in the chat. Let me know that you're active, and let me know your city too.
Doing a lot better than even the polls say. In the latest Emerson poll, we're up in Pennsylvania, Arizona, Wisconsin, and Georgia pretty substantially. In today's latest New York Times, if the New York Times gives me a good poll, we're way up. The Siena poll, we're up.
Diddy, that's a fact. We're going to talk about that in a second.
By 4 and in Arizona by 5. Those are swing states, very important. And a poll on a state that Republicans just haven't won in many, many years for president. You have a wonderful governor there who's really working, Glenn Youngkin. He's working hard. He's really pushing it hard. He's in charge of it, and he's doing a good job. A poll just came out in Virginia where we're leading in the state of Virginia. Leading if we win Virginia. If we win Virginia, I don't even know if I need Pennsylvania, but we want to get it anyway. We want to get Pennsylvania. Remember last time? So last time we did better than 16, but in 2016, we were leading by hundreds of thousands of votes in Pennsylvania, and they refused to announce it, remember? And then they announced Wisconsin or Michigan, which we won. But all night long, I said, when are they going to announce Pennsylvania? It would be impossible to catch us based on the numbers. If I lost thing. This is a bad system. And we're winning Pennsylvania, but despite the fact that I almost hate to say that we're winning, why don't I say we're tied so you go out and vote? Or we're down by 1. I always say, pretend you're down by 1.
What are y'all doing,
The point
man?
is you got to get it vote.
What y'all doing, man? That's a whole nother show, man. Come on, take that off the screen before this, Take that off the screen, please. Yeah, this is a whole different show that we're doing. All right, put Trump back on. Not that one. Black Trump. Jesus. Is this what y'all want, man? Is Ming here? Is this what y'all want? This is what y'all want? Because this is what Tampon Tim want. Yeah, he want to hit him up. All eyes on me. Okay, what the fuck? What am I on? What was Tupac on? What was he on? Huh? And what if he dropped something by mistake? Real talk. Y'all getting mad at me? This is what y'all here for. Okay? Sacramento, salute. Sunshine, bye. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Let's see how many people will leave or come or stay. I mean, leave or stay. 250 people. Tupac, they get mad at me. This motherfucker got mad. This man got taco me. And this is even worse. I'm trying to tell you. They get so worked up with Mac Mean channel. Coward shit. Because I will be having a wellness check on this man right here. I'm throwing all the Meek Mill CDs. I found one in my trunk by mistake when CDs was still popular. You know what I'm saying? I burnt that one. All right, we're back.
We got to win, and we got to win, and I can't take any chances.
The fuck?
But here in Pennsylvania, you also need to vote for your next senator, Dave McCormick, who I know for a long time. And he's going to defeat Bob Casey. He's going to stop inflation and secure our borders.
I got this video I wanted to premiere today, but I was advised not to.
Do you want to come up for a second? Do you mind? I love this guy. He's a military hero. He's a business hero, and he'll make a great senator. Come on up, David. Say something.
President, thank you. All right. Well, Mr. President, thank you so much for that great introduction. And we're going to win the presidency right here in the Senate majority in the Keystone State. So thank you. And the reason we're going to win is because people in Pennsylvania feel like they've lost their economic security. Prices going out of control. The war on fossil fuels. They've lost their physical security. Crime in our cities, illegal immigration, 4,000 fentanyl deaths, and people around the world, adversaries challenging us. So people in Pennsylvania want change. And what I tell them is, listen, it's a battle between common sense and these radical liberal policies under Kamala Harris. And Bob Casey is going to vote for her 99% of the time because he is a weak leader and a rubber stamp for this liberal agenda. And I say also, this is a race between strength and weakness. And when I talk about strength with G.T. Thompson and Sean Parnell, I say, listen, I was standing there at Butler, 15 feet away. I saw you get shot. I saw you go down. And I saw you come up with your fist and say, fight, fight, fight. That's why we're going to win. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And he's a good man, I'll tell you. Very successful guy. He goes through a lot to do this. And Bob Casey, I can tell you, I was there for 4 years at the highest level. I met everybody. This guy does nothing for Pennsylvania. He's not going to help your oil, your fracking. He's not going to help anything. And David will be a warrior for your Commonwealth. He will be a warrior, total warrior. So thank you, David. Thank you very much. We're also pleased to be joined. Oh, I have so many people here. I have congressmen, I have senators. It's brutal. You know, when you introduce people, you always miss a couple of them. But I'm going to apologize because I see somebody there that I think is a certain senator, but I'm not 100% sure. The eyes aren't what they used to be, I'll be totally honest. The brain is better than it used to be, but the eyes aren't what they used to be. But you always get yourself in trouble. But I'm going to introduce somebody that's been amazing, Congressman Glenn G.T. Thompson, who's sitting with us. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, G.T. Thank you very much. Great job. He's a warrior. Former Congressman Fred Keller. Fred, thank you very much. I saw him sitting there. A great gentleman who's a real leader, State Senate Majority Leader Joe Pittman. Joe? Whoa. Whoa. Hey, you're popular, Joe. What a family you have, too. What a great family. Thank you very much, Joe. Mayor of Slippery Rock, J.D. Longo. Thank you, J.D. Great job. Thank you. Great job. And a friend of mine who's a warrior and a very strong guy, tough guy. They had a bad deal with that election. It was terrible what happened. Sean Parnell. Sean, stand up. Yeah. They played around with 25,000 ballots. That was another unique one, wasn't it? What a disgrace that was. Anyway, we're 6 weeks away from the most important election in the history of our country, and here are the facts. Kamala Harris wants open borders. She will deliver rampant inflation, and she wants to pack the Supreme Court. You know that. Instead of 9 justices like we have now, Kamala wants to bring it up very substantially. Now, this is a number I heard 2 days ago, potentially to 25 justices, so she can rig the system, meaning not she, the whole party can rig the system, the party of communists. She wants to bring it up to 25. That's the first time I heard that number, but I heard it very loud and clear. She might as well have Congress. You know, Congress is supposed to be that, not the Supreme Court. No, they were very brave, the Supreme Court, very brave, and they take a lot of hits because of it. It should be illegal what happens. You know, you have these guys like playing the ref, like the great Bobby Knight. These people should be put in jail the way they talk about our judges and our justices, trying to get them to sway their vote, sway their decision. Kamala was an original creator of Defund the Police movement. Okay, so she was in Defund the Police for years. Anybody who wants to defund the police for even 1 week is not worthy of being president of the United States. Can you imagine? That's where she came from. That's where she came from. That's her theory, and that's her way, and that's her policy. You know the policies? She's changed 15 policies. You know, over the years, I've been like a student of politics for a long time, but I was on the other side. I was writing checks all the time, right? But I was on the other side. But I've never seen anyone go 15 for 15. I've seen guys change one policy, maybe 2 when they were little ones. She changed everything. She loves oil all of a sudden. She loves the police about, when did that start? A few months ago. But let me tell you, they immediately go back to where they came from. Kamala Harris vowed to abolish ICE.
Trump ain't defund no motherfucking police.
ICE.
Knock
They
it
take
off.
such hits. They are so tough.
Trump ain't defund no police. Knock it the fuck off, all right? That's some Kamala shit.
Under borders are Harris, Venezuela.
The best idea in the world until your grandmother get hit over a fucking head.
Of different places in our country, and she supports free health care for illegal aliens while our hospitals and emergency rooms are being overrun by migrants.
These are all facts. They get so mad when they hear it. Check this out, though. Don't take my word for it. It says Kamala loses it at Black journalist event, right? What's so weird is she can't answer a simple fucking question. If she had the ability to answer a simple fucking question, Kamala would dodge everything. But she can't.
She's worse than we think Trump is. But they're going to vote for her anyway because she's a black woman. But anyway, I want y'all to listen to this real quick. And you tell me what you think. And we're going to watch a little bit of it and wait to the end. Because the end is probably the most awkward part about this entire video. Roll the clip.
Voters are better off now than they were 4 years ago. Are they better off now than they were?
Oops, that was a button slip. My bad, y'all.
Let me go back to the question. All right.
Voters are better off.
Whether or not voters are better off now than they were 4 years ago. That's what it says. I think the clip got cut off.
Now than they were 4 years ago. Are they better off now than they were 4 years ago?
Now, the first thing that should come out of her mouth is yes. They are better.
Off top.
100% they're better, and here's why. That's all that needs to be said. Now, what is she gonna say?
So when we came into, well, first of all, let me just say it is good to be with the National Association of Black Journalists, and I thank you for the work you do and that your members do every day.
He asked you a question.
It's very important that we ensure that this organization and your members always have the resources and the platforms to deliver the voices that must be heard. So I thank you for hosting me today. 4 years ago, when we came in during the worst.
She still ain't even, she ain't came close to addressing this man question. I want to see, Nick, we got to put a timer on the screen. I want to see from the time he asked her the question, how long is it going to take her to actually say anything remotely related?
I mean, we getting a lot of Diddy daddling in the chat. We getting a lot of Diddy daddling in the chat. The man says Diddy's innocent. He asked me for consent. That's fair.
His question. Nick, I want to put the timer on the screen. Let's start when he started.
Years ago.
I mean,
Are
she
they
started.
better off now than they were 4 years ago?
So when we came into, well, first of all, let me just say it is good to be with the National Association of Black Journalists, and I thank you for the work you do and that your members do every day. It is very important that we ensure that this organization and your members.
She always start her question, her answers with dabbling with a nose. She always go for that funky little nose she got there.
To his question.
Why?
Nick, I want to put the timer on the screen. Let's start when he started.
Years ago.
I mean, she
Are they
started.
better off now than they were 4 years ago?
Nose grab.
Well, first of all, let me just say it is good to be with the National Association of Black Journalists, and I thank you for the work you do and that your members do every day. It is very important.
Another nose grab.
Sure that this organization and your members always have the resources and the platforms to deliver the voices.
She want to grab her nose so bad.
Thank you for hosting me today. 4 years ago, when we came in during the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. We came in during the worst public health epidemic in centuries. We came in after the worst attack on our democracies since the Civil War. And a lot of it due in large part to the mismanagement by the former president as it relates to COVID and obviously January 6th.
Before we conclude, Madam Vice President.
Nick, did she ever answer that question or what? Because it's obviously cut right here. You see how many minutes in she was before she, and I don't think she ever answered the question. You listen, y'all. Please listen to this. If a person is jumping through hoops and dodging all this and doing all this contextual stuff, they're not really willing to answer the question. The way you appropriately answer a question is that you answer the question, then you elaborate, right? You give a short, sweet answer, and then you elaborate. If somebody said, Brandon, I don't know, was your kids better when they live with you or whatever? I don't know if you did say that, because I have a son that he just moved with me. Is your kids better off when you live with me? And I say, yes. And here's why. This what I would say. Or, and nothing against his mom or nothing, but I'm trying to give an example of how you do. I don't coach a team or whatever the case may be. I haven't taken over a business. I run my own business from the ground up. Okay, we'll say this. Brandon, has your company improved since last year? I wouldn't think to say, you know what? First of all, I want to say thank you guys for having me here. And, when I first started this company, in 2018, we had a hard hill to climb. It was very difficult. I did it all by myself. We did that. Like, I wouldn't even think to answer that. I don't know why I would answer it like that. The first thing that comes to my mind is that, let me answer your question. The answer is yes, we are. And let me tell you one thing I'm really proud of that we've been able to do at this business. We went from 3 employees. I could have sworn it was just me, Nick, and Sky for a while. We used to meet at some other location where we rented out an office space. We started from there to now we had almost 18 employees at the height of our employment. A little bit less employees, but when you add the employees and contracts, it's about 18 people. And I was able to do XYZ and XYZ, and then the finances have grown from this to this year over year. Like, how is that not how you respond to, are people better off? You can rehearse a fake answer. She still can't get it right. All right, let's go.
Joyful Warrior has been used to describe
You
your
didn't see that just a minute ago, though.
Joyful Warrior.
Okay, I'm back to my joyful part.
And your opponent and Republicans have at times weaponized you laughing in campaign ads, for example. Why is joy important to you to insert into this election? And what do you make of Republicans using that as a way to suggest that you're not a serious candidate?
Well, sometimes I think, and I'll say to whoever the young people are who are watching this, there are sometimes when your adversaries will try and turn your strength into a weakness. Don't you let them. Don't you let them. I find joy in the American people. I find joy and optimism in what I see to be our future and our ability to invest in it. I find joy in the ambition of the people. I find joy in the dreams of the people. I find joy in building community. I find joy in building coalitions. I find joy.
Was she trying to be Langston Hughes or somebody? Paul Laurence Dunbar? I find joy. And she writing poetry?
Joy in believing that the true measure of the strength of a leader is not based on who you beat down, but who you lift up.
See, this is my whole thing here, man. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back. I feel like I would be a much better politician than she would be. Like, do you really believe what you're saying? And if you do, it's these responses are such softball responses, or at least softball questions. Do you find joy in it? Why can't you just be honest and say, look, man, I believe in God. God has given me this ability to have unwavering joy. I'm excited about life. I'm excited.
Double tap the screen. This bitch is finessing y'all. She ain't finessing me. Y'all put this crooked whore back up in there. If y'all put this crooked whore, this communist, this criminal, Kamala the criminal. That's what I call her. She's criminal. For real. And then she picked a criminal ass motherfucker to run with her. Tampon Tim, aka Tim No Walls. You know why they call him that? Ask Stevie J. Ask Stevie J.
Excited about America. I'm excited.
No Stevie J.
Excited about the possibilities that we have. I'm excited that I'm put in this position to make a difference. That's what I'm excited about.
Right.
Every chance I get to go on stage and I get to talk to people and I get to pass a message on. I remember when I was young and I was praying God.
I see them over there with them fake polls too. Hey man, I see it all. But look, most of the polls are saying that Kamala is in the lead. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not act like they didn't rob us before right in front of our face. Let's not act like we didn't see all of those states that was red like this, right? Turn blue overnight. Yo, you know how the Trump supporters was punching at the air. Like we was high-fiving the night before. Y'all remember that? High-fiving. We got this in the bag. Woke up 7 o'clock in the morning. Everything blue. Oh my God. But let's not act like we don't understand how the Electoral College works and the amount of votes that they have, stuff like that. Shit like that. Double tap the screen, get the likes up. Let's get them likes past 400. What are y'all saying in the chat? What are y'all saying with these polls? Let me see what y'all got going on over here. Who put this picture up here? Ming. You gotta chill, bro. Ming, please, for real, man. You gotta chill. You really gotta chill with the Tupac picture, man. That is Tupac. Okay, now don't listen to Mac Ming. Listen to these polls. Double tap the screen or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots, man. Let's get these up to 400. Oh, I didn't put another question up yet? Oh, I do got a poll question up here. It says here, free Diddy or nah. 20% of people say yes, free Diddy, surprisingly. 70% of the people say no, don't free Diddy. And 11%, shockingly, say no Tupac. Let me tell you something. 3 weeks and 4 days ago, Tupac was my favorite artist, y'all. My nigga, I had the fucking headphones on, pumping California Love. Dun, 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 dun. California knows how to part. Can you pull up a Tupac song real quick? So many battlefield scars while driven in plus cars with life as a rap star was born rough and rugged. Rough and rugged, y'all. It's crazy. Rough and rugged. Born rough and rugged. My attitude is fuck it. Just to say you love it. They gonna get mad at me, but they gonna subscribe to the channel. It's crazy because I got Tupac up here in a bikini. This is wild. They're gonna say, fuck you, Mac, man. Like my mother said to me, man, if y'all go to my TikTok, Mac me, y'all gonna see, if you really want to stalk me, go over there. You know what I'm saying? You can go get good videos of my cat, whatever. Anyway, my mother seen this shit and was like, shame on you. She said some shit like she mad she had me, some shit. My mother. Cause she like Tupac more than she like her own song. I'm like, mommy, mom raps is at least, you know what I'm saying, different. You'll never see me in this shit. Come on, man. How do you go to the bathroom? You just go to the bathroom on yourself with this type of shit on. And that them arms back like that. See, it ain't really the picture. Yo, you know what? That's from a Digital Underground video. I don't want y'all getting no funny thoughts in your mind, all right? But I was just trying to let y'all know what the polls are saying. The polls are saying there's 11% of the people saying no Tupac. Hold up. Oh, Tupac. Holla if you hear me. Ooh. Anyway, speaking about Diddy, right? We do got to get back to that, right? I know the title say something about Trump, right? But and the polls, the maps. If y'all disagree with this shit, then something's wrong with your brain.
Trump is soaring to new heights according to the latest 2024 election polls. He's pulled even with Harris in Virginia, commanding the swing states, and even holds a lead nationally, as reported by the New York Times.
Yo, can somebody send me Ming's phone number? Because Ming keep on, every time Ming come around, funny pictures just start flashing up on my screen, like me and Sherry Shepherd. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Sherry Shepherd. You know what I mean? Wonderful woman. Wonderful woman. I know y'all want to hear that, but Ming is responsible for this picture that be popping up. See, I can't even get it out of my fucking mouth. No freaky. You know what I'm saying? Before this shit just pops up. Sorry for disturbing y'all entertainment. All right, double tap the screen. Get the lights up.
Today, we'll dive into the updated electoral map based on these shifts. Before examining the polls, let's first mark off the solid states for both candidates, narrowing the map down. Starting with Harris's secure states, she's expected to win California, Hawaii, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Maryland, Washington, D.C., and Maine's 1st District. On Trump's side, he'll solidly take Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, Montana, North and South Dakota, all but the 2nd District of Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, South Carolina, and Alaska.
Hold up for a second. This is kind of boring. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? I want to see Candace Owens going at. Oh, this is dope. Look at this. Candace Owens smoking on that LeBron pack. Oh, just in case y'all not from the hood, you know what I'm saying? Smoking on that LeBron pack mean that she getting at that motherfucker LeBron. She says LeBron is way too quiet about the Diddy situation. Let's see what Candace talking about. I hope Truth Lady ain't around because Truth Lady don't like Candace.
People for them to just have different opinions. Like, who do you agree with 100% of the time? Well, as it turns out, in Hollywood, you essentially have to be on the left. You have to, especially if you're a Black American, feed the Democrat machine. And the Democrat machine loves a good race bait, right? We're constantly having to tell Black Americans that, oh, just, you know, one more hill to climb. If you guys elect Barack Obama, then the racism of the past will be over. Then Black Americans elect Barack Obama, and after Barack Obama's president, it seems like race issues are worse than ever before. Oh, it's okay. We've got BLM now, and if we just keep rioting and looting in the streets, then we will finally get the justice that we deserve. And truly, it's crazy to see this. It's crazy to see how easy it is for these celebrities to come out and make a statement and to just watch all of Black America follow along.
I'm married, but most men say they will smash Candace.
And God forbid you're someone like me who goes, hey, wait a minute. What if this is just stupid? And they go, oh, Uncle Tom, race traitor. She must do this for.
She got a white man. I think that Candace, when she fuck her man, she tell him, act like you the slave and I'm the slave master, bitch nigga. That's what I think she talks to him like that.
Are all one monolith, and we have
And she put the ball in his mouth from Pulp Fiction, that like they did the Ving Rhames.
These stars. It's quite bizarre to see this. And so LeBron James, let's really hone in on his messages of the past, because he's become one of these, I would say, nigga, you gay. Whatever the state wants, whatever initiative the state is after, LeBron James is selling to the youth. As one example, of course, with George Floyd. Oh my gosh, he was really trying to tell Black America, oh my gosh, you should be out rioting. We should be out rioting and protesting because I am enraged and you should be enraged. And here is something that he actually shared on his Instagram at that time. Do you understand now? Exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point, question mark. Or is it still blurred to you? Hashtag stay woke. And then the photo is Derek Chauvin and George Floyd. This is why. And of course, Colin Kaepernick, who became a hero, picked out his hair, decided he only wanted to be known as Black and not half white as he is. He really leaned into this stereotype of a Black man suffering, playing for the NFL, earning millions of dollars, despite the fact that he's a subpar player. And that was it. A movement was born. And that wasn't it, by the way. When the Ahmaud Arbery footage was released, this is what LeBron...
I'm sorry, y'all, but this shit's boring too. Hey, I'm about to call that phone number. Oh, do y'all want to call in? If y'all want to call in, should I drop a call-in number to see what these motherfuckers is thinking out here? Because I'm ready to smoke on one of you Democrats. For real. They out here hating on me. Hey, Kenny, man, it's tough times, brother. Stay strong. If y'all want that black MAGA hat, go find one. You understand me? You just go find one for your fucking self. I ain't selling shit but the truth. All right? Now, smoke on that. Yeah, let that sit. Feel love in this chat? Y'all feel love? Yeah. All right, now look. Totally first verse right here, right? Thank y'all for the 400 likes. Salute to all of you bastards that's here watching this shit and fueling my ignorance and engaging with me in a way where you're kind of like enabling bad actions. You're doing devil's work. You know what I'm saying? And this is this right here, I ain't gonna say not a children's show. This is a family show. Try to keep it clean around here. You understand me? All right, so they asking Mike Tyson some questions. You know what I'm saying? This is Cameron and Mace. Real quick, let me pull this up real fast. I have a lot of people from the UK that come to this channel, man. You know, and Australia, all that shit. You know what I mean? The one thing I do want to say is that every time they get these teeth, they all look alike now.
Somebody when he was in there, he went touch the wall. He didn't want to touch the door.
You're right. Yeah. Never had that before. I got scared.
You can't pee or nothing. It's fucked up.
Well, Mike is talking about when he got burned.
Yeah. They read from my book. That's why they.
Right.
That was crazy.
Right. Listen, I wanted to ask you this because, you know, I heard the story 100 different times. But I'm like, Mike is actually here. I'm going to ask him this. When they talk about you as burning during a fight, so you beat up.
Yeah, my championship fight, my first belt.
Yeah, with Michael.
Wow.
With Michael Spinks.
No, with Trevor Burbick.
Oh, with Trevor. Oh, it wasn't Michael. It was Trevor Burbick. Is that true?
Yeah, it was. Man.
So you fucked him up and went straight to the hospital?
Oh man, I burned the fucking house down, man. What the fuck? I've never been burnt before. I mean, and I'm looking at my underwear. I'm like, this is not right. So I asked my one of the trainers, I said, what is this?
Right.
And he said, that don't look good, Mike. You know, you got pus in my fucking drawers.
Yeah.
You know, and that don't look good, Mike. You know, and it's like green. It's like green and yellow is green. Yeah,
we've been there.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? And I got scared. I never had that before. I got scared.
You can't pee or nothing. It's fucked up.
Oh man, if you pee, you burn the house down, right?
You know what's crazy, Mike, and I don't mean to veer off, man. But we went to the free clinic one time, and Mace went with me. Mace wouldn't touch nobody. He's like, "You got us in here." 37th and 5th Avenue.
That's how I learned this day. You know, I didn't have sex. I wasn't one of those guys. I didn't have sex until I was like 17, 18. I was a late starter. No one liked me and stuff.
Right.
I wasn't a popular person. I was always bummy. I didn't have no clothes. I was just one of those guys.
Right. But yeah, Mason, I forget who. I think it was AJ. Somebody you went with. He was in there. He went touch the wall. He didn't want to touch the door.
Right. Yeah.
He went touch nothing. He was in there. I just thought about that. Over the years,
that was crazy.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. It seemed like a roller coaster ride. Just from what we hear, we have no knowledge or facts about anything, but. Let me ask you first part, where's your relationship with Don King today?
You know, Don is not doing well right now. He's probably close to 100 years old. He's not doing well. And he had called me one day and we spoke.
Salute to London. Hey, I told y'all in a second, these gangbangers is going to start getting together and they're going to start running these fucking migrants out their hood. Now I got a video that just popped up on me because people constantly sending me shit while we working. And that's why I'm all over the place. But I'm going to get back to Mike Tyson in a second. Look what the dudes in Chicago saying about these gangbangers. They like covering that the same way they covering the way these so-called Haitians are eating ducks and shit.
Criminal activity of these migrants or non-citizens. The city of Chicago is going to go up and smoke.
Gangs in New York is they getting it together too. They not letting this shit pass. Now, I want to give y'all a sidebar, right? They are saying that, like, people just sent me this official pictures of Diddy in his fucking cell. I need y'all to double tap the screen. Wow. I just got it. Check this out. Give me 1 second, y'all. Look at this shit right here. Double tap the screen. Let's get the lights up. I'm about to show y'all some shocking shit. And this is not it right here. I'm about to show it to you. But look at this. Look at this picture, y'all. Look at all of that baby oil. Bro, I got a picture of Diddy in his cell. One of the cops snuck a picture. And you're going to be surprised at what they got in the cell with him. That shit like a crime scene, yo. It's pink, turquoise. It's police. It's giving baby oil. All what the fuck type of... This man was drop shipping baby oil. Hold on. Let me give y'all a clearer picture of what's going on. Let me show y'all something, right? Double tap the screen. I'm going to show y'all this picture of P. Diddy in jail. The cop snaps a fucking picture. Now, sad times when they allow this much baby oil in the cell with you, bro. Come on, bro. You got to have money for them to do this, bro. This is an official picture. This is real, y'all. You got it here first. That's right. Count that baby oil up. There's more baby oil in that room than there was swords on the Game of Thrones throne. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got it here first. Double tap the screen. Subscribe to the channel too. This is what we do. All right. They said they allowed 987 bottles of baby oil up in there. They said they don't know where the other couple bottles went. A couple freaky COs. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But all that baby oil at once, this is too much, way too much baby oil. But we're going to talk about that baby oil in a second after we finish talking about these Chicago gangbangers. Okay?
Go up in flames.
Now on bullshit with the migrants. They're like, yo, get the fuck out of my hood, bro.
And there's going to be nothing that the National Guard or our government can do about it when the bloodshed hit the streets. Blacks against migrants.
Zach Massey did time in state prison with Tyrone Muhammad, although he's only 27. He's a leader on the streets and said he's disgusted by the money going to Venezuelan migrants at the expense, he says, of the African-American community.
I finally actually talked to him on the translator app, and he told me all the things that he got going on, how they help him get a car, apartment, clothes, link. So it's just like, I just be looking at it like, they ain't got no Social Security number. Where they come from? He probably not even here legally.
They get right here. They get quick housing, quick funding, food. They get cars with no license. They can't even read English and stuff like that. So they get all these perks when they get here, and we still here starving. So what we gonna do about it? Are y'all gonna listen to our cries?
Corey Rogers was a Blackstone gang member for years. He drove us around on the south side and showed us areas where he said Trendo Awagwa and other criminal gangs are setting up shop and what he called showing the flag, which means brandishing their weapons in front of like a housing project.
The migrants that are coming, they are taking over every block right now in this area. Right now, you don't see them because they come out at night. They said they took this courtway over probably by last week. He said it was 100 Venezuelans standing out in the front right here.
Terry, is it an abandoned building? How do they just take it over?
They just, when you take over something, you just stand outside, and that's called showing the flag.
What kind of guns?
Semi-automatics, anything you name, you're gonna see it on the street. These boys got so many big guns that if they're 150 pounds, the gun is bigger than them. I swear.
But they know how to handle it, right? They know it. Tell me about the fact that they're criminals, right? This is a criminal element. These aren't just a bunch of Venezuelans that walked over the border and used to be gardeners back home, right?
Right. And they come from the gangland. They come from rougher gangs than us.
One gang member who only gave his name as David on a particularly dangerous drug dealing corner on the south side did not hold back when he talked about the influx of criminal gangs from other countries into Chicago.
The real issue is that America has allowed gangs to enter our country. Gangs that they would consider terrorist groups that are formed here. We are terrorist groups. If we're in a gang, they let terrorists in our country.
The Reverend Corey Brooks also said to me he's disgusted with the Democratic policies and said that Black Lives Matter, for example, has never reached out to help him or anyone else trying to improve conditions on the South Side.
Because Black lives don't matter until it's election time. Let's keep it funky.
Chicago is a blue city. Illinois is a blue state. There's no doubt about it.
Hey, y'all think Hassan Campbell's in the chat? Hassan Campbell, that's my cousin, y'all. Hit the link, bro. I mean, cuz. He probably on
I ain't never seen a big boy grill on the roof. Never seen a big
about it that the majority of our neighborhood, like, they're going to continue to vote Democrat until they wake up. The good news is that there are a lot of people who are responding and waking up and saying, listen, we're not going to take this. We're not going to stand for this. We're going to vote differently. And
like, does not act like America doesn't fund gangs. Let's keep it real. Osama bin Laden was a fucking gang. He was hired by the United States.
They're now accepting some of the values that I hold dear and some of the values that the conservative Republican Party holds so dear. And so for a lot of people, it's not about the person, it's about the policies that we're fed up with. And as a result, I think this is going to be the largest amount of people who have voted for a Republican president in Chicago that we've seen.
I also spoke to one Venezuelan man who was so scared of being identified that he put a hoodie on and refused to face the camera. He told me in Spanish that he...
What if it was a black dude in that hoodie? Just imagine, they saying this is a Venezuelan man. Like, nah, son, I don't know.
He had to flee the building where he's being housed because a Venezuelan criminal gang took it over. He said if they knew he was talking, they'd end his family's life back in Venezuela with one bullet. You know, what struck me the most about our week in Chicago was how intelligent and self-aware these gang members and ex-gang members are about their community. You understand when you talk to them that joining a gang and making big money selling drugs is often too tempting to resist when faced with the lack of other real opportunities to make money. And
or grow food. Every time I see empty grass, I'm like, why y'all don't got no food growing out of that space?
For a place known mostly in news stories for being bloody and violent at night, the area is like a village during the daytime. Everyone knows each other.
Some people even find it disrespectful, truth lady. Like, you go to, like, some of my family members, when I try to fuck with they lawn and shit, and like, yo, let me put the garden here, they look at you like you disrespecting them. Like,
believe it or not, there's a friendly vibe. But we spoke to a lot of people and their patience is being stretched thin. I would not be surprised to see the gangs here taking action once the Venezuelans try to get a real foothold here.
If you're seeing this video, it's your sign that you have.
The speaker. Wow. Wow, they targeted me. I guess I could be great, like Roski. Hey, salute to Roski, man. Y'all don't know who Roski is, man? 227 people here. Go subscribe to Roski Productions. That man over there kicking some shit over there. You know what I mean? Stephen A. Smith. Man, he just sold Diddy all the way the fuck out. But he said that Diddy's life might be in danger. What y'all think? I don't think Diddy's life in danger. I think whoever the fuck is around Diddy, their life is in danger. Look at all that baby oil they letting this sell. Come on, man. I got this from the New York Post. Don't say it's fake. Don't say this picture is fake. Now, I understand the Tupac picture. I mean, come on. There's a little bit of doubts with the Tupac picture, but there's no doubt that Trump looked just like this. That's a fact. That's a fact. How many bottles? I'm gonna tell you something. A regular inmate, they wouldn't even let a regular inmate have at least. A regular inmate might be able to possess about 100 bottles of oil. Diddy got caught with 100,000 bottles of oil, bro. He had to be collecting them shits for 40 years. Diddy. Yeah, he ain't gonna have no hard. He's not gonna have a hard time. Whoever's around him gonna have the hard time. Cause Diddy, that nigga different, bro. Y'all remember that movie with with Fat Joe? Damn, man, what was it called? I forgot the name of it, man.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Jay! You think...
That wasn't the movie. But look, we're going to get back to what I was saying. Trust me, this show is very cohesive. You know what I'm saying? We will come back to that. Right now, let's see Stephen A. Smith sell out Diddy.
Latest on Sean Diddy Combs, the music mogul currently sitting in a federal jail in Brooklyn, New York, indicted on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. TMZ recently released video of Diddy's arrest at the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan last week. Authorities met him in the lobby.
That's why you replenish the land. You heard? That's why you repurpose the land and you get it together. You know what I'm saying?
Actually walked them out of the hotel into federal custody.
You gotta just treat the soil and you be all right.
This could have been his last hour of freedom, as he was denied bail not once but twice last week when he
just dropped this now too.
Appeared before federal judges. Meanwhile, R&B singer Al B. Sure has taken an Instagram and a series of posts today calling
up on your own, girl. You gotta get up on your own. You gotta get up on your own, girl. I can tell you better. Remember that? Oh, let's go to that. What's the name of that song? Get up on your own. That's Al B. Sure. Remember the song, y'all? Boom. Free Diddy. No disrespect. Free Diddy, for real, for real. They trying to take the black man down. Oh, you gotta get up on your own, girl. You gotta get up on your own. You gotta get up on your own, girl. Girl. Get up on your own, girl. Mama ain't got you seen. Mama made nothing. Thank you, Lisa, and you know you love it, girl. Shit. Everybody 20 years late. I'll be sure.
Last week when he appeared before federal judges. Meanwhile, R&B singer Al B. Sure has taken an Instagram and a series of posts today calling for a number of things. Among them,
I can't keep it together because you know what? When I think about what y'all raised me up on, this hip hop shit, you know what I'm saying? And had me out here, you know what I'm saying, break dancing, doing all this funky shit. Y'all should have told me what was really going on out here, man. Don't make me flash that African Bambata shit up here. That should let me know what's going on, man.
Deeper investigation into the death of his former partner, Kim Porter. Kim Porter, you may remember, passed away in 2018 and is the mother of 4 kids. One she had with Al B. Sure. The other 3 she had with Diddy. The Instagram posts also show images of the R&B singer.
Wait a minute. So y'all telling me Al B. Sure had a baby with her first? And Stephen A. Smith is spilling all this dirt? God damn.
Into the death of his former partner, Kim Porter. Kim Porter, you may remember, passed away in 2018 and is the mother of 4 kids. One she had with Al B. Sure. The other 3 she had with Diddy. The Instagram posts also show images of the...
You see this rabbit hole shit that we got going on? Out of bounds.
R&B singer and are long and frankly highly incendiary. Al B. Sure goes on to accuse publicists, law enforcement, and other agencies of covering up critical details of Kim Porter's tragic death. Meanwhile,
all of a sudden, Al B. Sure is talking. Didn't he play as Christopher Williams on New Jack City?
Suge Knight.
In the comments. Did Al B. Sure play as Christopher Williams on...
Remember him?
If you're a Gemini, you understand what I'm saying.
Death Row Rex, remember him?
Did Al B. Sure play Christopher Williams? Remember he got stabbed in his hand? Never liked your pretty ass anyway. On New Jack City.
He decided to share some advice with Diddy on his show. Yes, he does have a show from prison. It's called Collect Call with Suge Knight. Here's what he had to say. Look at these quotes. Quote, I'll tell you what, Puffy, your life is in danger because you know the secrets of who's involved in that little secret room you guys are participating in. You know they're going to get you if they can. Puffy, I'm going to give you some real advice. 2 quick things. You got to make a decision. When you go to prison, either you're going to be standing up, pissing, or squatting, sitting down, pissing. I advise you to try to take the first one because if you squatting and pissing, you know what that means. Do not do your time going by Brother Love. Brother Love is not a good code name, end quote. I mean, damn. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That was uncomfortable to read. Wasn't me.
That shit was chilling.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just reading quotes. It was uncomfortable to read.
Wow, look what Suge Knight said to them, y'all. I gotta be obnoxious for a quick second, man. This is crazy. Suge know how to keep himself in the headlines, I'll tell you that.
Look at these quotes. Quote, I'll tell you what, Puffy, your life is in danger because you know the secrets of who's involved in that little secret room you guys are participating in. You know they're going to get you if they can. Puffy, I'm going to give you some real advice. 2 quick things.
Damn, Troll Smasher said Diddy going to be sitting down pissing.
You got to make a decision. When you go to prison, either you're going to be standing up, pissing, or squatting, sitting down, pissing. I advise you to try to take the first one because if you squatting and pissing, you know what that means. Do not.
Squatting and pissing is just unnecessary, man. Y'all, come on, Suge, man. You just going too far, bro.
Do your time going by Brother Love. Brother Love is not a good code name, end quote. I mean, damn.
Damn.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That was uncomfortable to read. Wasn't me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just reading quotes. It was uncomfortable to read.
We're going to get right back to that. I want to show y'all when Justin Bieber was running around partying with Diddy. They called this Justin Bieber's 48 hours with Diddy. All right. I know I showed y'all this before a couple months ago, but check this out, man. Let's give this a nice little look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's Zesty by itself. I'm a troll like a motherfucker.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this gonna be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, go get the front shot in.
Man.
Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down there, you gotta, you know, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
All right,
No.
16.
No,
16.
slow down. Let's slow down, Jess.
Okay.
Let's slow down. Okay.
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours. When you know.
I wonder how many. I wonder how many bottles of baby oil you could fit in the front seat.
When you get 16, you good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Then when you get 18, you get the house.
Oh.
The mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion.
Oh, that's.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
Daddy's bedroom.
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, he's in. You ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy. Him and his boy.
48 hours.
They're having the times of their lives, like
48 hours and 48,000 bottles of baby oil straight. Justin Bieber was skinny.
You know, where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
What?
You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when.
Double tap screen. When I tell y'all these things, y'all get mad at me. It's like when I show y'all stuff, y'all get mad at me. But this is the official picture that they sent me. The New York Post sent this to me. He said it with his own mouth. He owned Usher.
He signed. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So yeah.
You know what he wanted to say? Next 48 hours, he's mine.
And we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Oh man. I bet Justin Bieber mother looking back at this video like punching the fucking air. All money ain't good money, y'all. I'll tell you that, man. All money ain't good money. I had legal guardianship of Usher.
As soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this gonna be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, go get the front shot in.
Man.
Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down there, you gotta, you know, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
All right, 16.
No,
16.
Slow down. Let's slow down, Jess.
Okay.
Let's slow down. Okay.
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours. When you get 16, you good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion.
Double tap the screen, man. Get the lights up.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, he's in. You ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy. Him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but
this shit is all sus.
It's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody.
Man, if I was his father and mother, I feel violated right now. More violated than Aaliyah's parents. But you know what? Aaliyah's parents gave her up too. Signed her ass right over to R. Kelly, man. This shit is funky work, y'all.
You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we
next 48 hours, he's mine. I can do whatever I want.
Gonna go
full. And I mean whatever daddy want.
Buck full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
Trying to make them older, let them know. Listen, next year, man.
48 hours. Let's go.
I was dying them just like fucking Hassan Campbell. Okay, a lot of people don't be believing me that Hassan Campbell was getting fondled. Now, for people that's new to this channel, let me show y'all something, right? Tell me what y'all think about this. Oh, we about to have some fun. Let me change the poll question. We about to get sizzling hot right now. We about to go hot. Yeah, we about to go hot. All right, I need y'all to answer this question for me. Is this shit zesty as fuck or not? All right? That's the whole question. New people only, because people that's not new know exactly what's going on here. Now, hip hop started out in the Bronx, right? And one of the guys that created hip hop, his name is African Bambaataa, affectionately known as African Bambooty. Now, Africa Bambaataa, the founder of hip hop, one of the founders of hip hop, molested this man right here that we watching on the screen. He said he never penetrated him. He said all he did was thigh him, meaning that he put his legs together and got some of that Diddy oil and did the unspeakable to this man. Now, this is his words, not mine, right? Now, this man further says that after he did that to him, he went outside and killed 3 people. This man right here said he's not get zesty. He's never had intercourse with. He said some shit, right? But then his moderator, if you don't know what a moderator is, then you're going to notice that some people's typing in the chat and their names is coming up blue, right? Mac Attack, if you're here, can you show them what we mean by blue moderators? Well, somebody that he meets in the chat, right? That's a moderator. He meets up with him in real life. They get together and then they have this exchange. So my question is it zesty? I'm gonna present a question in the poll.
Why are you talking to me? I'm trying to get you home, and you will.
2 straight men, y'all.
And I don't need to, but I'll get there anyway. Why the fuck is you talking to me like this? You came to the city. I did. I didn't trust you. I know that. And I showed you love. I know that. Then why the fuck is you talking to me like this? Because I can. Because you can talk to me like this.
These are straight men, y'all.
Right?
Can y'all double tap the screen or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots? That's where the like button's at.
Because you can talk to me this. Because I can. You think that you could talk to me like this? Because I can. I don't trust nobody. And as you should. And you in my fucking city. However. And you talking to me like this. Look. It's the only reason why I'm not fucking destroying you right now. Right. I brought you out. I don't know you. Yo. Whoa. Your aura is gay. Your nails, get your fucking nails off of me. Wait a minute. Get your fucking nails off of me. But I can. Get your fucking, no, you cannot. Don't fucking touch me like that. Because I can. You talking to me crazy. I showed you love. I showed you love. I showed you love.
Answer the poll. It gets more sorted.
I know that. And you touching me. I showed this nigga love. I showed him love. I don't even know him. I showed the YouTuber love. I don't know him. He pushing me. Push me again. Because I can. Push.
Uh-oh. Wait for it.
Now do what you do. Nah, I'm not gonna do nothing. No, do what you do. I'm gonna accept this.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This just feels like this is giving domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? Man fight. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in my hood, in my town.
I know both of them. Both of them. This one right here, he's a killer. The light skinned one is a killer, and the other one is a journalist.
You touch me like this because I can. Because you could. And do what you do. Because you could. Do what you do. Because you could. Do what you do. I left my fucking wife and my children. Don't touch me again.
And what I mean by zesty question mark is what we watching right now. You know what I'm saying? I think they straight men. You know what I'm saying?
Do not touch me. Do not touch me.
This man right here, the light skinned one here, accused Jim Jones of shooting me in my head. What in the baby oil? I would have known if somebody shot me, let alone in my fucking head.
Shut up. I'm a Bronx River nigga. This is why, yo, you came from all the way out of town. I don't know what your dilemma is. I just want you to go home. I want this nigga to go home. This is Derek Williams, the nigga that support me. What the fuck is wrong with you, Derek? What's wrong with you, Derek?
Met him in the YouTube chat.
Are you government?
Why I don't talk to you niggas? Are you government? Are you government?
I want this nigga to go home. This is Derek Williams, the nigga that support me. What the fuck is wrong with you, Derek? What's wrong with you, Derek? Are you government?
Are you zesty? Chris, this is just a hypothetical question with a real example. Is it zesty?
What's wrong with you, Derek? What the fuck is wrong with you?
He's going to have to do better.
Get your fucking hand off of me.
Oh, he hit him.
Do better.
Get your fucking hand off of me.
You hear sound effects?
Do better.
Get your fucking hand off of me.
Do better.
Get your fucking hand off.
Now, what do y'all think those next words is going to be? The light-skinned one that just slammed him on the floor so violently. Get in the chat. What do y'all think his next words is going to be after this?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
He's going to have to do better.
Get your fucking hand off of me.
I'll tell you. He fell.
Whoa!
Whoa!
He fell.
We all seen you slam him down on the floor violently, man. Come on, in your drunk enragement. You know what? This is some weird shit, y'all. Come on, man.
So fucking
nighttime.
Hand off of me.
You gonna have to do better.
Whoa!
Yo.
He fell.
Yo, Lansky, he fell. Where Lansky at? For 40 years, I'm playing this shit right here.
He fell. Derek, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, he pushed me.
So I pushed you?
This is my cousin, y'all. My Hassan Campbell, the one with the Astros jersey, that's my cousin, y'all.
So I pushed you.
Yo.
So I pushed him. So I pushed him. So I pushed him. I pushed him. Here, let me know. Let me help you up. What the fuck is
He said he ain't gay though.
wrong with you? You came to New York for this? Nigga came to New York to set me up.
Yeah, I'm out here exposing my own cousin. Live your truth, bro. Fuck you wrong to.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Get your fucking hand off me with your long ass nails.
Yo, he pushed me.
Derek.
Why would he do that?
Why
Man, you lying to my cousin.
would I do that?
Yeah, tell me.
You in the middle
You all seen that man trip just now.
of Parkchester, Bronx
I
River.
don't give a fuck.
Why are you
would
here?
do that?
Why did you come here?
Look, you gotta talk.
Why the fuck did you come here? Why?
Because I can.
Now,
Oh,
I'm holding myself back.
look.
I'm holding myself back because I thought this nigga was my.
He asked him why he came there. He came there because you invited him to go out and get drunk with one man that you met on the YouTube. This shit sounds like a fucking date. Okay? Is this a fucking date? Can y'all answer the poll? Then double tap screen, get the lights up. What the fuck is up with these people, bro? This is a whole date right here, man. In the Bronx.
Brother,
Where the people are fresh.
I had some drinks with this nigga. What the fuck is. Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, fuck.
What the fuck? Hey, yo, what the fuck? Hey, yo, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck?
Thought this nigga was my brother.
Hey, yo,
I had
hey,
some
yo.
drinks with this nigga.
What the fuck? I had drinks with this nigga. He died.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
It's. Yo, what the fuck?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yo, what the fuck?
Like, fuck.
Fuck. Like fuck.
Nigga, what the fuck is? Yo, what the fuck?
Yo, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
40 years.
Like fuck. What?
Fuck.
Ah. What the fuck you doing?
Hold yourself back from what? That's what I'm saying. From living your life, your freedom, your truth. My opinion.
Daughter's watching, you bitch ass nigga. Your fucking daughter's watching, you bitch ass nigga. Yo.
So press in live.
Oh. What did I do? What did you do? What did I do? Why are you talking to me like that? What did I do? Why did you
Prayers up for Derek, man. This is an abusive situation.
treat me like that? Why did I do that? You want to go home? I didn't do shit. You want to go home? What did I do? I'm gonna take this nigga home on camera. Why?
I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna take this nigga homo.
Yeah. You want to go home?
No homo.
What did I do? I'm gonna take this nigga home on camera. Why? And
Then he's I'm gonna take this nigga homo.
you want to go home? What did I do? I'm gonna take this nigga home on camera.
Oh, come on, respect the alphabets.
Why? And I'm drunk. Look, I'm gonna step aside because I don't know what he's talking about. Stop touching me. You feel
See, that's what happens when you put tampons in the boys' bathroom.
gay? You feeling fucking gay? Nighttime.
This is when it turns up at. Because you feeling gay is crazy.
You feeling fucking gay? Nighttime. What did I do? What did you do? We live now, so now did I do? So now you acting right. So now you acting right. Now you acting right? Whoa. You feeling gay?
Diddy and Mace. He about to put his arms around me, y'all.
Hey, what did I do?
I think he got his hand on his butt, yo. Nope.
We going back to
With no baby oil, no Vaseline. Crazy.
Philadelphia. What did I do? No, you going back, and I'm trying to take you back, but you flipping on me. You flipping on me.
Did he just say that we going back to Philadelphia? Hold up.
We going back to Philadelphia. What did I
Double tap the screen, please.
do? Now you acting right? Whoa. You feeling gay? What did I do? We going back to Philadelphia. What did I do? No, you going back, and I'm trying to take you back.
Wait. You're going back, and I'm trying to take you back? Wait a minute. Hey, yo, this shit is crazy.
Gay. What did I do? We going back to Philadelphia.
Is this shit zesty? Get in the post.
What did I do? No, you going back, and I'm trying to take you back, but you flipping on me.
Oh, wow. He just let the cat out the bag on camera. Watch his energy change now. Now it's like, poor me. Why me? You flipping on me, man. Come on, man. I didn't even catch that the first 100 times we played this. Damn. That's Hassan Campbell, Black. That's Hassan Campbell. That's the one that he said the father of hip-hop, the godfather of hip-hop, Africa Bambaataa, molested him when he was young. Said he put his thighs together and then did it like this, a jerking motion, until he was completed on his thighs. All right? That's who this is. This is the guy that killed 4 people, 5 people after that, and now this is what he does.
What did you do? We live now, so what now did I do? So now you acting right. So now you acting right. Now you acting right? Whoa. You feeling gay? What did I do? We going back to Philadelphia. What did I do? No, you going back, and I'm trying to take you back, but you flipping on me. You flipping on me.
Look at that energy shift.
Why would I flip on Hassan Campbell? Then why? Let's go home so I can take you home.
This was just getting worse and worse. He just keeps saying more and more zesty shit. Is this shit zesty? Come on, man. Be honest, man. Double tap screen. Let's get the lights up.
Why would I flip on Hassan Campbell? Then why? Let's go home so I can take you home. Your book bag is in my car. You can go home? Why would I flip on Hassan Campbell? Why? Why am I live? Why would I flip on Hassan Campbell? Why the fuck am I?
This shit is crazy. Why the fuck am I live?
Alive. Why the fuck
am I live?
Am I live? Why the fuck
am I live?
Am I live?
Get that boy Academy Award. You know I get sober enough to say this type of shit.
Why the fuck am I alive? Why the fuck am I alive? Why the fuck am I alive? Because they trying to set me up.
Who's they?
He can't even fucking walk. Is he an agent? Is he real? I don't want to send him home like that. He live in PA. What the fuck is wrong with these niggas, man? I'm a warrior. I'm a wolf. What the fuck is wrong? Let's go get your book bag out my fucking car. Let's walk.
Ironically, they explained this shit after this. I got that video too, but I ain't gonna show it to you.
Walk you like a little bitch. Let's walk. And don't fucking touch my shoulder no more, because I'm not your fucking...
What? I'm feeling gay, bro.
Girl. You fucking gay ass nigga.
How many times y'all think y'all heard the word gayness? Because niggas say gay that many times, he gotta be gay.
Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay.
Walk your fucking... Walk. Walk. The fucking setup. It's always setting me up. Yeah, it's a fucking setup, nigga. You ain't acting like my fucking brother. You acting like you're fucking gay. Wait, get the fuck out of the street. Get out of the street.
Why you can't be your brother and be gay? Hassan also has a son that... Let me stop spreading people's business.
Get the fuck
That's family business.
out of the street before I knock you. Get the fuck out of the street.
Just know this. He has a son that when they see his son, they say that's a bad bitch.
Hold on. I'm not doing this no more.
You heard me, right?
I'm not doing this no more. Get your ass out of the fucking street.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on?
The fuck is this shit I'm dealing with?
Hey,
Stay away from them YouTube relationships. I'm telling you, man.
it wasn't me.
I interviewed Derek one time. First question I had was like, what's up with you, bro? Listen, first and foremost, I am not gay.
And it's sad. Because I don't know if this
Hand to God.
brother's really fucking drunk or he's playing a role. But I ain't a fucking faggot.
I ain't do nothing.
You ain't doing nothing.
I ain't doing nothing. Wait, hold on.
See him?
Hold on. I ain't do nothing.
Yo, Derek, why you talking to me like that, man?
Man, stop.
I treated you like a brother. Why you...
Yeah, because when you get drunk, it brings out the true you, right? Me, I might get tired or violent, but I never just get gay.
Talking to me like that, man.
Look,
I don't even know you.
Man, stop, man.
Out to the community.
I don't even know you.
Because some of the gay niggas will call you so-called straight niggas faggots right to your face. That's cigarettes in the UK.
Hey, look, man. Look.
Nah, let's go. Because I'm going to make sure you make it home to your daughter, Damaris.
Come on.
Damn, Doc's and his daughter.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Ain't fucking wrong with you.
Nigga, you gay.
I ain't do nothing.
You can't walk. Walk.
Man,
Walk your ass to my fucking car. But like, damn. Damn, Derek, come on, man. Oh my God. This is where I'm going to stop this live at. And I'm protecting myself.
Again?
God.
Do nothing.
You can't walk. Walk.
Man,
Walk your ass to my fucking car. But like, damn. Damn, Derek, come on, man. Oh my God. This is where I'm going to stop this live at. And I'm protecting myself.
This cocksucker. I had to let this shit out, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Y'all my science project. I keep it real, man. I entertain the fuck out of myself. Once in a while, I go back and look at one of these videos, and I'll be like, y'all tolerate this shit? Like, y'all sit here and watch me do this shit to you. Like, this fat, light-skinned motherfucker said Africa being bothered, bent your ass over and was playing with your thighs, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And you got the nerve to come out here and talk about Jim Jones shot me in my fucking head and I'm a rat and all this other shit and watch Mac mean, man. Fuck you, nigga. I'm not even gonna trigger you. I was about to go grab the Vaseline. I was about to go grab the fucking Vaseline, nigga. You worse than Diddy. This is the same motherfucker that got Vaseline stockpiled in his house. Yeah, Africa being bothered. Put that Vaseline on that nigga thighs. Then he pushed his thighs together and he jumped on him like a king seal, like a walrus. That's how fat he is. Go look at the pictures of this nigga. Big fat motherfucker just humping on him in between his legs. Come on, this is what he did. And then this is how he repays the community. Goes out and killed 3 motherfuckers. Allegedly. I'll slap you straight, nigga. Just jumping on them and shit. Then you come out here ratting on everybody. Yeah, I'm telling. So what? So what? Look what Apple. Oh, man. This guy here. This light-skinned motherfucker right here. From Bronx River.
I'm protecting myself.
Oh.
How you hit the floor? Like, walk.
Man.
Walk.
Stop, man.
Walk. The fuck, man? Like, come on, man. I don't even know if that niggas is just alcoholics or y'all trying to show love. Like, what the fuck, man?
Y'all just alcoholics and you're trying to show love, man. What the fuck, man? I'm trying to make sense of this shit. Y'all get at me.
Oh.
Double tap screen. Now what he's saying, he's invoking God into the situation. He wants God to come save him and help him out of this. Oh, is this zesty?
أعوذ بالله من الفاسقين أعوذ بالله من الدجال أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين.
Asking God in Arabic to protect him from his lower desires. Like he wants to get down. He's ready for action. He's thinking about when Africa Bambaataa used to come down in the hallway, you know what I'm saying, slap his fat light-skinned ass, right? Out here. This is just like the rappers, man. Doing all that bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? You doing all that bitch shit, all that ratting, all that fucking telling on people, and then you turn around and tell people you're a fucking killer. You sell the people that. Yeah, respect me, I'm tough. How can I respect you as being tough when you came out as Africa Bambaataa, slapped your ass, you know what I'm saying, and then put Vaseline in between your legs, bro? Why would you even feel comfortable even coming out ever telling the world that shit? Knowing you some killer. You ain't no fucking killer. You just suck a lot. You ain't no killer, you just suck a lot. Light-skinned motherfuckers. This is why I don't like them. You know what I'm saying?
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray has powder to absorb moisture.
Know where he met Africa Bambaataa at? On the date line.
Would you like to meet some of America's most exciting and interesting singles? Then call So Singles.
Call 1-900-786-7685.
Looking to do something strange for a piece of change, you little fuckboy. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. You know what I mean? Sky got the nerve to be out here talking about, you know, every rapper that dies. You know what this dude does, y'all? Let me tell y'all something about this cat. This motherfucker got 500,000 people following him, right? And I'm getting more views than him. Bright skin, light skin, whatever the fuck you call it. Yellow. I call it yellow, Norton. Yellow. Yellow. Beige entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck you want to call that nigga. Thing is this, right? You can't tell me in one sentence that the godfather of hip hop grabbed you up, you know what I'm saying, when you was a little when you use a spring chicken, right? Crack your legs open, hawk spit, put Vaseline up in there. Because this is what he says. Matter of fact, I'm going to let y'all hear the story. Because y'all think I'm just making this shit up. I can see it in your faces. Double tap the screen. Get the lights up, respectfully. High yellow is no good.
I mean, I don't even know what to do with this demon. Come on, man. Whoa! Whoa, what?
Praise up for Derek.
Whoa! Who are you? Oh, who are you? Whoa!
Some people don't understand this exchange, this violent exchange these two men had, but I did type just now. Hassan Campbell explains getting thighed, so y'all can get a better, clearer meaning of what he means by that. All right.
You acting towards me is like the talk. Get the fuck off of me. Do not touch my fucking waist again. Okay, got you. Do not touch my waist again.
Whatever you say.
Don't fucking touch my waist.
Okay.
And this is why I don't touch and fuck with none of you niggas, man. I showed this nigga love, man.
He's just saying the wrong shit. I was hoping that he was trolling, but he was drunk and he was speaking his truth. You know what I'm saying? My opinion.
Do not touch my waist again.
Whatever you say.
Don't fucking touch my waist.
Okay.
And this is why I don't touch and fuck with none of you.
He asked, why do we dress like that? For the same, I don't know, maybe the same reason why he got that thing in his ear, that fucking Star Trek device.
You niggas, man. I showed this nigga love, man. His daughter watched shit.
And I'm right here.
I don't even want to make no more. You right where? You right where?
I'm right here.
Why we arguing?
We not.
Why the fuck is we arguing?
We're not. To my mans.
Nah, I'm your mans now. And you trust nobody? I can't trust nobody.
Buddy.
I met with this nigga. I don't even know this nigga. I don't even know this nigga.
That's why you don't meet them. That's why. Okay, check it out, right? I hate to be obnoxious right now, but I do got to be truthful, even if it makes me look obnoxious. All right, and truthfully, I just typed Hassan Campbell explains getting thighed. Right, this will pops up. Okay, because I think that sometimes I'm doing an injustice to the story. Salute the DG2 vids. You know what I'm saying?
When he did that, it didn't go to molesting. I mean, that's considered molesting you, but it didn't go to like.
Man, that is molestation.
Yeah.
What else is it?
It didn't go. All right. Did he rape you or shit like that? That's what I'm saying. That's what. Like did.
Bear ain't never penetrate me anally, but what he did do, and I never really told nobody this. My first experience when I went to Connecticut.
Is he zesty? I'm just saying that it might not be his own fault, but is he?
Experience.
You got that? I got it too. Look, check it out. Look, bust this out, right? I'm gonna show y'all how quick we can do this, right? Can y'all hit the like button? Salute to my nigga Wax Dog. Oh God, this is not gonna be good. Shit. Okay. Wax Dog is known to do the Lord's work over there. You know what I'm saying? And explains a lot, right? All right, let's get it together now. All right, let's play this one real quick. I gotta be truthful with y'all today, okay? Okay, here we go. He was a model before, but hold on. That's kind of low. You know what I'm saying? He was a model. Let me just show y'all. We got that video up? Okay, let me see. Okay, here we go.
Wax Dog is a fucking animal with
in
this
this
shit.
video, he explains that the guy didn't really do much damage because he was already quote unquote broken in. All right. All right, let's go. Salute the Wax Dog. Let me share his channel.
There's a guy by the name of Wax Dog. Salute to you, young man.
See for yourself. Let me break this down for you real quick. Like, there's no explaining. None of y'all can say nothing to me about this right here.
Now, this is him in more sober times and drunk times, too.
I can give you examples. There was a time where it was me, my brother that got life in jail, and another one of my brothers.
For it?
We was all in the apartment in Bronx River. He got all of us up in there with a bottle of Vaseline and pouring on, trying to jerk all of us off together.
Deep breath. Deep breath. Hold up. So you mean to tell me?
See, here's the thing. We living in a time now where you see dudes raping dudes part of gang initiations.
Listen, please help me to understand this.
It's not even so much of you wanting it. If you was in Bronx River, that's how that go. So even if you wasn't even like this is the birthplace.
Yo.
Now he trying to convince us to take our clothes off, and he pulls out the Polaroid camera.
This is not AI, y'all.
Ooh, let me see your muscles. So we all looked at each other like,
tell me that there was somebody behind the cameraman with an AR-15.
That was already broken in. Like,
you do look like a baby Bambaataa, though.
Shall we begin?
And one of the first times that first happened, with Bam's the type of dude, this is what he does. He was gonna force it in my ass.
Bending over, pop it, pop it.
No, I'm not making fun of the situation. I'm just saying how he said it just sounds funny.
He was gonna force it in my ass.
Bending over, pop it, pop it.
He was gonna force it in my ass.
Bending over, pop it, pop it,
pop
it.
No. Then he gets you to the point to where that one day I find myself in the room, butt ass naked, like just all types of foul shit. You see what I'm saying? And it's like whoa.
It ain't nothing.
He accusing the Godfather of hip hop of doing the unspeakable.
Nothing but stiff.
Oh,
it ain't nothing but stiff.
You go in the bathroom, he try to follow you in the bathroom.
Oh God.
Like he giving you advice on how to piss.
Oh God.
Then the first time he tried to actually break me in. Look, I was
out of there. It's crazy.
Already broken in.
Boom.
He's already broken in. Wait, that's the boy.
And the first time he tried to actually break me in. Look, I was already broken in.
Boom, boom, boom. To the left. Bah. Nah.
Well, you know you're supposed to jerk off, right? You see what I'm saying? So now he introducing you.
Listen, this is on YouTube, y'all.
To the porn. And then while he's introducing you to porn.
Actually not in that video. I'm actually right here. Look, if you look at me, I'm right here, just controlling the show with the black Trump hat on. Okay?
He pulls out the black book.
And actually God damn. I didn't actually produce these videos, nor these pictures, or none of this shit that's coming out my mouth.
Y'all can't fuck with me. I will run laps around y'all niggas.
Not responsible for none of it. Especially this part. Let's see if we get 200 people in here. If I just show this picture and let y'all go off in chat. Give me 5 minutes. Let's see if we lose 100 people or we gain 50. Tell me what y'all think about this picture in the chat. What goes through your mind? Not about me. Don't attack me, because I didn't actually produce this picture neither. But go ahead. Let's see if we can get 200 people in. Told you I was my fucking science project. They don't pay you for shit. Hit the Cash App. $MACMEAN. You know what I'm saying? I'll shout your mother out. You Cash App me. Put it in my pocket. See if we get 200 people or lose 50. All right. Gain 50 or lose 50, then we start the content. But tear the chat up. Give it up 100 says, Mac, you gay. Meek Mill gay, not me. Back to Tupac. Okay? Relax in the chat, bro. Right?
Nigga, you gay.
Okay, let's see if we can lose 40 people. All right, we lost one. Give it up, really. Why insult the host? You know what I'm saying? Why insult me for? Poor me, right? Is that Meek Mill in the cage? Let's see. Now, I'm going to count to 3, and I want y'all to screenshot. A matter of fact, I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to do you one better than that, right? I'm going to let you see that picture, and then I want you to go Google Meek Mill in cage and see what happens. Now, we trying to see if we can get 200 people to just pop up in this chat and just stay here like, what the fuck? So let me shut up. We still got 3 more minutes left. Let me turn the music up a little bit louder. Right. We got 2 more minutes. Ain't nothing hit like that fake news. I love that fake news. Meek Mill, y'all. Did y'all Google that yet? I love being people. All right, back to us on here. Yeah, I guess we don't. I threw all my Tupac CDs away. I don't even think I had Tupac CD.
All the Polaroids in it.
They not but stiff. Who was he getting? Yo.
And in this book, this is this book you can never forget this book. He got dudes in the book with like what it's just terrible. It's terrible.
Ah man, I thought we was at 3.5 hours, man. We had 4 hours, man. I would love to sit here with you guys all night, man. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, I got people to do, things to see. You know what I'm saying? And you know, more important shit to do. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize I spent so much time with y'all. I'll get with y'all soon, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody that was here. All right. Good night.